Gwendolyn Deluc, aka Capitan, is a delinquent. Her powers are retrocognition and super strength, and some other things that she needs a magic weapon for, but she doesn't have a magic weapon right now. Well, actually, she has a whip, so I guess she does have a magic weapon. Yeah, that's my shtick. Also, I team in battle. I will tell you what to do. Not all the time, of course, but if there's like combat happening and it's like more appropriate for somebody else to be the leader, especially if it's like character development relevant, go right on ahead, please. Also, I really like provoking people. Yeah, and that's my thing. Herald?
Hey, yeah, so Herald is a bonded, apparently the only one in the game now. uh, he has essentially a magical eye. The Eye of Horus bonded with his left eye, and that's where he gets all of his powers. Let him fly, make illusions, and shoot eye beams and all that stuff. He's, I guess, the resident good boy. So, not as wouldn't provoke people the way Gwen does, but if he pushes buttons too far, he can snap. Manaline?
Right, Manaline is a delinquent. He's a teleport. He is a teleporter with technomancy spells as well as gadgets. His League of Hero status is currently no way right now, and he has a habit of pushing every button when he talks to someone, trying to make them mad. All right, you're up next. Tachyon?
I'm next already. Oh.
Yep.
Bobby Rogers, as his normal name is a 70-year-old boy living, I believe, now in the base because, he's from the 60s. He traveled to the future from 1968. Speedster, and found out that his future self is a really evil motherfucking badass. So he doesn't want to become that.
Cool. Everybody ready?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's cut right to the chase. Herald, Manaline, Gwen, Tachyon. You're facing up against Snapshot. You've got another run, actually, or more actually, you've back. He has, been apprehended. What for?
Better question, what for not? He has murdered, has stolen, he has done a lot of bad shit.
Yeah, well, what was he doing today that you managed to stop him in the act of doing?
I would say he found out that I found a team and he was trying to infiltrate the team and do bad things there.
Excellent. And where did you manage to corner him, Herald?
So, if he found us, would that mean he's around the base?
It could, sure. Maybe you found him in the base. Maybe you chased him elsewhere. Where are you now?
If everyone's okay with the base, we cornered him in the danger room.
Oh, nice. And finally, Gwen, Manaline. The two of you are the ones who are about to capture him. What does it look like as we cut to the two of you standing over Snapshot?
Well, Manaline's in the danger room, and he has the Hatton ability, so I imagine he's like basically warping reality like a Nova right now.
And Gwen, what are you doing?
I'm taking out my whip to tie him up with.
Okay.
and like dancing around him and all of the things that Manaline is conjuring with the danger room computer.
Yeah. So as you go in to tie down Snapshot, all of a sudden he just throws out a punch, and everything goes dark. And Manaline, you see Gwen come up to Snapshot and then all of a sudden just collapse. Nothing happened. She just fell to the ground. What do you do?
Could we turn the entire room into jello?
Is that a euphemism?
No, as literal jello. He needs to trap him now, and it's the only thing he can think of, frankly.
I mean,
like a fruit, like a dessert.
I suppose somebody could try and get to the controls. Question mark, question mark, question mark. Yeah, if somebody wants to get to the controls.
I could run.
Yeah, so what's Manaline going to do? Are you going to call out something?
I don't. Manaline can always hack the danger room to send out a distress signal.
Sure. So what does it look like? What are you doing?
He's activating his hacking spells to hack the danger room to set off something's done wrong in the danger room thing.
Yeah, so as you kind of reach for your hacking spells, you too just kind of see everything go blurry, and then darkness. Tachyon.
Yeah.
You see Snapshot kind of stand up at his good fortune and look towards the door. What are you going to do?
I'm gonna try to stop him, even though I know he is faster than me.
So how are you going to try and stop him?
By running towards the door and try and block his way through the door.
I'll give you the unleash. Go ahead.
Not gonna work.
No, it is not.
And a
Snapshot kind of you manage to reach the door, but Snapshot kind of grabs you by the chest and throws you back straight into Herald, knocking both of you into the wall. And the last thing, Herald and Snapshot, that you can see is this blur running out the door. So,
There
Herald.
we go again.
Tachyon, what are you going to do with your two unconscious teammates?
I'm going to. Well, we are close by the base now, right?
We're in the base.
Yeah, you're in the danger room.
Then I'm going to run them to the medical wing. If I bet we will have.
Are you able to pick them up? I don't know how heavy they are.
Herald will help. If you...
Okay, yeah, the two of you can definitely bring them over. Yeah, I mean, Denise Watson is the team doctor. So, you bring them to the medical base, or the medical hospital room area, and Denise Watson is there, and she turns to you. What's wrong with these two?
I don't know. They just collapsed.
Have you been under any strenuous activity? Unusually strenuous activity, I suppose.
Well, we did fight me. I mean,
Is that?
I mean,
did they get hit
so
with
confused.
anything?
So
well, I did see a punch, but
no, it just I don't know. They just fell.
They fell.
yeah.
Like they tripped.
Unconscious, I think. We're not sure what happened. It was just
Sudden bouts of loss of consciousness are not to be expected in somebody this young. And she kind of hooks up a bunch of wires and tubing. I'm going to call someone. Is there anybody I should reach out to? Who's the emergency contact for these two? Cyclone, League of Heroes? I'll call both. And she gets over and starts typing away rapidly on her keyboard.
I would think Cyclone. I don't know if these have parents.
tell Rian She's Gwen's cousin.
Who? Sorry.
The Morrigan.
Ah, Brianna. Yes, I'll get in touch with her as well. And she types a couple more words. Watch over them. And she steps out herself. Gwen, Manaline, it's at this point that you wake up, and you kind of see the bright fluorescent lights of the hospital room, and these two standing nearby.
Oh, did anyone get the license plates of that truck?
Okay, so we're in the hospital room, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I try to get out of the hospital as fast as I can.
Well, there's like a bunch of needles and tubes sticking out
I
of
try
you.
to get out of the hospital as I can.
Can Herald try and hold Gwen down? Don't wait, get out of bed with needles and stuff.
Herald, Gwen, if you're actually trying, and Herald, if you're actually trying, if both of you are effectively doing this, then I'm gonna need a danger roll from you, Herald.
Okay. Danger. Hey.
There should be a savior to protect her from herself.
There we go.
I could see that too. You can roll savior if you want.
Never mind.
Never mind. Yikes.
Worst
Okay, so Herald, what does it look like as you trip over several vitals monitors and they come crashing to the ground on top of you and Gwen?
Ah, jeez.
And me.
May I try a defend?
Sorry.
I don't think at this point. You're a speedster, but I think there's no salvaging the situation, honestly, with how buckled Herald up is
yeah,
on all
No, but I
this.
want to try to catch the things that are falling.
That's fair. Yeah, you can definitely just catch them and prevent anything from breaking. That's fair.
Defend roll or?
No, you're good. You're a speedster. There's no need to roll.
Okay, yeah. Anyway, so
Gwen, you managed to pull the things out fairly effectively. There's probably like a bunch of cuts and fluids dripping onto the floor from you and the tubes. But you're free now. What do you want to do?
I want to get out of the hospital room.
Just like through the main door.
Yeah.
It's locked.
I will punch through the door.
Before you do that, you do hear a couple of voices coming from the other side. Do you still want to punch through the door?
I'm panicking right now. I'll.
Can Manaline provoke her to not punch the door down?
Yeah, go for it.
oh, gee.
Gwen doesn't like hospitals.
Oh wait, add the +1 to that because I got influence over Gwen. I forgot about that.
Very nice. So then you get both.
Don't stare at all.
Wow.
Gwen has a phobia of needles. Her timing great, so.
Yeah.
That's fair. That's fair. Good reason to like
sit down,
hospitals.
just breathe, and just breathe.
Gwen, please be careful. Be calm. Yeah,
Gwen,
you're making me speed up.
Tachyon, just. You're right. We're all here. Okay.
Let's see. If Manaline is rolling to provoke me to stop.
You got a 10.
Okay, so I mark a condition if I don't do it.
Yes.
And if you do it, you add a team.
Okay, I think in this situation, Gwen will still try to punch through the door, and considering it's very appropriate here, mark afraid.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's fair. No roll. You're gonna be able to definitely. I don't know what the doors in this place are made of. Probably steel, but you have superhuman strength, so that's fine. You're gonna rip through the door, and all talking stops. And the doors kind of open as you punch through them. You withdraw the fist and both doors open, and you see Cyclone and Godspeed and Denise Watson on the other side, and all three of them turn to look at you.
Okay, I just want to get to a room where there are no needles, and then just sit down on the ground against the wall to try and regain composure. Are there any needles in this room?
I mean, there's a hallway on the other side. You could probably run down the hallway to like the rec room.
Okay, I will,
Or some other
I
room
will
in the
run
base.
into the hallway and then just crash there.
Okay. Denise is going to look at the other two and say, we should probably talk privately. And she's going to head off, and Godspeed and Cyclone are going to turn to you, and you know, they're going to like, are you okay?
No, just give me a moment.
Godspeed's going to nod and follow Watson, and Cyclone will kneel down next to you. Are you sure?
Yeah. And I'll just wave him off.
He you know, looks concerned but doesn't press it as he also turns off and walks with them. So, Gwen is in the hallway
Yeah.
sitting. Does anybody want to do anything?
Herald would approach her. I mean,
I walk outside into the hallway and I see someone I've never seen before, Godspeed.
Mhm.
And I'm like, oh, hey, I'm Bobby.
Did you introduce yourself? I couldn't tell. What did you say after hello?
I'm Bobby.
Bobby. Godspeed kind of stretches his hand out. Godspeed.
Oh, wait. Speed? Do you have super speed as well?
No, not quite. I'll catch up with you later, Bobby. We've got something pretty important to discuss. And he kind of briskly walks away, pulling Cyclone with him.
Okay.
Manaline, you wanted to, or sorry, Herald, I think.
yeah,
I'm sorry, I have trouble telling between the two of you.
it's all right.
Herald's the one with the eye. I'm the one with the glasses.
Yeah, but your voices are similar, and thanks.
Are they?
Really?
You're similar in my head, slightly.
Okay, it's okay. But yeah.
Anyway, Herald, I think it was, wanted to comfort Gwen, was it?
Yes.
All right, Herald, what's up? What are you doing?
So Gwen is just sitting in the hall, right?
Gwen.
Yeah.
He's gonna walk over and just slide down next to her. And, you know, after, I guess, a moment before, it's like, hey, you're okay, right? I mean, we're here, as in, like, got you here.
It's I don't like hospital rooms or needles, especially needles.
Yeah, I didn't know that. So, I mean, sorry, you don't have to go back in there. Just sit out, right here, and take your time.
Yeah. Sorry.
Just be here, okay? It's all right. I'm here.
Harold, do you want to roll comfort and support?
Yeah. Let's do this.
Bam, bam.
Yeah.
Okay, so
You can do it.
basic rules,
Okay.
basic rules.
I will keep that afraid for now, but I will.
Well, hang on. Did you open up to Harold? Harold, do you think that Gwen opened up to
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
I had no idea she was, you know,
Fair enough.
hospitals and hospitals, so that was new.
Okay. So you're clearing what did you say, Gwen?
I'm clearing hopeless.
Okay. And Harold, on a 10 plus, you can add a team to the pool or clear a condition yourself.
Let's add a team to the pool. Herald has no conditions right now.
Team 1. Excellent. Okay, so what do you folks want to do? Manaline, are you still in bed, by the way?
Yeah, Manaline knows
Okay.
to not remove a bunch of needles poking into him.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go to Manaline. I see Herald comforting Gwen, so I'm going to Manaline.
Okay.
How are you?
Like I said, I felt like I'd been hit by a truck. What happened? How long am I out for? How long was I out for?
Well, not that long, but you just dropped.
I don't even remember him hitting me.
Well, he is fast, so
Yeah, but
he
I
could
don't
have
even
hit
remember.
you before you even noticed.
I didn't. Yeah, but we had him on the ropes.
If I know me, hard to get me on the ropes. Yeah, I know it's pretty annoying to say it like that, but it is true.
Where's the doc?
The what?
The doctor. The one who runs this place.
She went away with Godspeed and the big boss.
I'm just wondering if there's any way for my tower for Manaline to listen in.
I mean, you can physically walk over.
Yeah, it's just a bit. He's you know, he's a bit.
Yeah, so you'll also probably have to pull the tubing out, but like if you're not panicking like Gwen was, it's probably going to be a lot less difficult and or painful. You'll probably be fine. Although that's what I said last time, and now we're here, so.
Yes, I know. I think after that it's just I don't know. I don't know. Just someone go. Can you go and check if the doc what's going on?
Do you have any gadgets for this situation?
I might. I just can't think of one off the top of my head for other than a small drone, which doesn't seem very
Sounds good.
appropriate right now.
Why not?
All right, Manaline just releases one of his drones from his pockets.
What does it look like?
It's like I think a web camera, one of those old web cameras, but with a little helicopter braid on top.
Sorry, what's on top?
Little helicopter braid.
Oh, I see. Okay. And you're trying to do what with it?
Just trying to get an idea what's going on.
Give me an unleash roll.
I'm gonna do temporary unstable. That one doesn't make really much sense, frankly. I'm going to get part of the conversation, maybe. I don't know.
Sure. Yeah, sounds good. So the
You're
drone.
setting up a drone or something? What?
Is that in character?
No, I'm asking because then I can react in character.
Yeah.
Whoa! What the hell's that?
It's a drone. It's not exactly a good idea for me to move right now.
It looks like.
I just move my drone closer.
Oh, it's like a science fiction movie.
Yeah. So, DM, what do I hear?
So the drone kind of flies out. Herald and Gwen, you can see the drone kind of leave the hospital and turn and go the same direction that Godspeed, Cyclone, and us went. Do you want to do anything before we cut to that?
No, he's
Okay, Gwen.
sitting there, but Gwen, yeah.
I'm good.
Not doing anything.
Great. So the drone kind of flies into their conversation, and you again, obviously you missed the beginning, but you hear at this point Cyclone talking, but I don't think it had progressed to this stage already. Flexter was supposed to be back by now, but it's just concerning. It's a sequence of events that are happening much earlier in the process than I thought they would be. And Watson looks to him. So what can be done on our end? And Godspeed drugs. Bed rest. Honestly, without the waters, there's not much hope for them. Just hope that Flexor can get those back sooner rather than later. And you kind of see Cyclone turn away from two of them and bury his head in his hands, so you can't hear anything from him. And it's at this point that the drone kind of shakes a bit, and we get like this shot of lightning coming from it, and then it just drops to the ground.
The speeches come out of the thing. I just wanted to find the doctors. I'm a bit. It's not a good idea to pull the tubes out.
This sounds bad, dude.
Yeah.
Wait, can you use one of those doohickeys of yours to find this guy with the waters? Because maybe I can track him down and get them here faster.
I don't think so. I don't know what waters they're on about.
But this sounds really bad.
Yep. So, does Lightning say anything, or does he just like destroys the drone?
Oh, sorry. I meant that the drone had like failed by itself. Nobody had interacted with it at all. The drone just like broke down.
Damn it! All right then.
Want me to get the drone back?
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe got damaged in the fight.
I can get it back in a really quick, you know.
Yeah.
So, what are you doing, Tachyon?
Well, I'm gonna just get the drone.
Okay. On your way to pick it up, you notice that there's nobody there. It seems the conversation is over. But you managed to bring the drone back safe and sound for the most part. And Manaline, you can see that it's kind of bent up from the fall, but outwardly it looks more or less okay.
Yeah. As a quick fix later.
So, Herald, Gwen, what are you two doing?
I think in this situation I will defer to Herald.
Okay. He's just, giving her time, but, he looks around the house like, you want to get some air? We could head up to the greenhouse.
Yeah, that would be nice. Get out of here.
Yeah. Sure.
Okay.
Come on. He gets to his feet, offers her his hand.
And Gwen will take it.
And
Greenhouse smells nice. There's, a bunch of plants and flowers all over it. Some with medicinal properties, others that are rare and uncommon, and some that are just pretty to look at.
Question.
Mm-hmm.
Is there catnip?
Like processed catnip? No. Like precursors to it that are plant-like? Probably somewhere in the corner.
Okay.
Why?
I mean, Gwen is partially a cat transformer, so.
Oh, right. I forget that Gwen is a cat girl. I'm sorry.
Gwen, don't turn to drugs to deal with your problems.
I mean, it's not.
Half of the big team does it.
Gwen enters the greenhouse, eyes go big and goes
Where's the
crazy.
weed?
Yeah, I mean, if you wanna go get stoned on catnip, be my guest.
I mean, I'm sure that Redshift might have hidden some.
Yeah, he definitely has like
plants
weed plants somewhere here.
Ghost weed. But yeah, I think I will just find a nice bench to sit down on in an area that smells nice, possibly partially smelling like catnip.
It's nicer out here than I thought.
Yeah. I guess they built it according to some of the members' specifications who know more about plants. It's a little frustrating because, I mean, this is all a very pretty garden, but like a week before the base burned down, I worked with Cyclone's help to renovate parts of the underground base's garden um, to make it nice for Enchantress and make her feel welcome. But I guess that work was all for naught.
Hey, no, I mean, you did all of that, right? And did she get to see it?
Yeah, briefly.
Well, I mean, then I guess it sort of did what you intended it to do. You wanted her to have something nice, and he saw that you did. Doesn't that kind of matter more?
I guess there's that.
Yeah. I mean, she's got all of this now.
We've just, all of us, we just keep on losing stuff, and it's just so frustrating.
I haven't been around much. Even with all of that, I mean, with the time I've been around the team, like, we've, we sort of, got briefly quite like, we've got each other, right? That's one thing everyone here has.
I guess there's that.
Yeah.
I mean, I have been having doubts lately about, like, I mean, doubts aren't new to me, but I thought that I was pretty secure in feeling like I could be a leader on this team, like when we have our missions at least. I mean, I can't manage. I know math stuff and such, but that's Cyclone's business, I guess. At least he's good for something. But there's just people have been telling me to be more thoughtful in my actions and not just charge headlong into things and throw myself at big dangers. And now what I keep seeing on happening is that other members of the team do that instead. Just a few days ago, that's what Minnie did. Right as the school was getting attacked, and we were just trying to be careful, and no, just charge on in there.
Yeah,
no thinking.
Minnie has a tendency to do that. Wouldn't be the first time.
Yeah, I guess there's that. I guess I see a little bit of myself from longer ago and in how she acts that way. Which is weird because I'm like 2 years older than her, 3. It's like she's a baby.
Oh, you've got 2 years worth of wisdom on her, I guess.
Some wisdom. But Herald,
Yeah?
who or what do you think I should be?
He looks Gwen right in the eyes. Like, look, first, you were saying about, thinking about the leader thing. leader and stuff, I don't think you should like have to feel like you have to take all of that responsibility onto your shoulders. As in, I mean, I can't imagine how much that would be to cope with. So just don't feel like you have to lead us. Just have to be you. I mean, you did the whole tree thing for Enchantress. That's like, I wouldn't say leader like, but some that's something I'd make an example of as an but when should be you. What you think is the right thing. I can't really tell you who you should be as a person, but from brief time I've even known you, even with rushing in headlong and everything. Pretty great. You're you, and you know, just be who you think is right.
Okay, I am trying to use my a team move here. When you share a vulnerability or weakness with someone, for the delinquent, I give them influence over me and I ask them who they'd like me to be. I mark potential if I show them that person. If they're a teammate, we add a team to the pool number. Do you think that is fair, Bats?
Yeah, no, I got that. I'm just thinking about how you show them that person, and I guess like you get potential by default with that answer. So, shrug.
Okay. So Herald already has influence, so label shifty time.
Okay. So which ones are locked again?
You don't get to know.
Okay.
I have to tell what's shifting before. I
Yep.
get to know. Gotcha. Hmm. All of this, I think, it's pretty, all very humanizing. Nice, so mundane up, and superior down. Feel works, and what they embody.
Okay. In that
Yeah.
case, nothing happens because my superior is locked.
Okay.
Okie doke. Manaline, Tachyon.
Yeah.
What's going down in the hospital?
Honestly, well, let's see. I mean, Cyclone and the others should have been back. Now, where's the doctor? He's Manoline's wondering where they should have been back by now, frankly.
Yeah, nobody's come back.
What's the basic computer name again?
What's the what been into again?
The base computer name. She has.
Oh, Gaia.
Gaia. Where's Cyclone?
Cyclone has retreated into his own quarters. Typically, he would not like to disturb during this
All right. And where's the doctor?
time. Denise Watson has left the ground.
Wait,
So,
what?
What they're saying is that they left two people who are possibly dying alone, and no one's telling them what's going on.
What a shitty doctor this is, man.
I have to agree on this one, frankly. This is just bad bedside manners. At least,
Yeah, I don't think Denise Watson is known for her bedside manner. So I think that one's pretty fair.
All right. This is up to Manaline to in the bed to figure out what the hell is going on. He starts pulling up his full hatting array of spells, and let's see. We know the flexor is looking for it, and they're looking for some water.
Is that to Gaia?
No, I'm saying I'm thinking it to myself.
Mm-hmm.
Would it be possible to hack the Legion's computers and figure out where Flexor is?
Are you asking me that as a GM, or are you
Yes.
asking Gaia in character?
As a GM, actually, Gaia, can you locate Flexor?
I can attempt to do so, but based on the conversation I overheard with Cyclone Godspeed and Dr. Watson, I don't believe I'll be successful.
Can you pinpoint
Give me a
his
moment.
last- if you can't pinpoint his last known rotation,
Flexor's last communication was from somewhere in western Brazil. Eastern Brazil.
cross-reference area.
Wait, sorry. Yeah, Eastern Brazil.
Cross-reference area with legends about water.
It looks like he was following one of the Amazon's tributaries.
How far away is Western Brazil from here?
Give me 1 second. No, I don't need directions. Like totally. Yeah. Sorry, 1 second. Right click. It is approximately 4,500 miles, 7,500 kilometers.
That's still gonna take me a day. At least.
All right. So, and let's see. So he's so Cyclone's in eastern Brazil following Amazon rivers.
Cyclone is in his quarters.
Not
Flexor
Cyclone.
is in eastern Brazil.
Yeah. Right, so. Alright. Tell Cyclone I'm going to see him.
I think it would be best if you were to tell him yourself.
Fine. Actually, should I just pull Cyclone from here and save myself the trip, frankly? No. Actually, yeah, Manaline's going to pull out the fins very slowly this time, unlike Gwen, and get out.
Okay.
Alright, anyone join me to a trip to Cyclone's office?
Sure.
Okay. So Cyclone's door is closed. Unusually.
I'm not.
You hear Cyclone inside. Oh, just a minute. And like then there's silence again. Are you gonna wait?
I'm assuming Manaline's been in Cyclone's office before.
Probably.
Is there any chance Manaline's going to quickly take some portal chart out and draw something on the wall and then make a small portal so you can see what Cyclone's doing in the room, from a rooftop panel?
You see Cyclone has like a cup, shot glass, and it looks like he's about to take a shot.
He's drinking.
Yeah, he downs the shot and then like shakes his head, brushes his body off, stands up, and walks over to the door.
Manaline quickly drops off the chart.
How can I help you today? And he has like this forced smile.
We need to talk.
Yes, I suppose we do, don't we? Come in.
All right. Does everyone join me, or
I'm
I mean,
still
there's only
with you.
Tachyon there.
Yeah.
Tachyon then?
Yep. Being completely surprised by the portal you made.
My man just gives him the quick, don't say anything look.
How can I help you, Manaline?
So, how bad is the situation?
It's, I mean, well, how are you feeling?
How am I feeling, GM?
I don't know. How are you feeling? There's no physical symptoms, if that's what you're asking.
Yeah, nothing. No, so it's concerned, frankly.
Yeah, probably should be. How much do you know?
I know it's going bad, and Hope hasn't checked in for a while.
Yeah. I like Flexer, you know. We were close. Not as close as Sledge, say, but we were close.
Mm.
He's been gone for over a week now.
Oh, day! Yeah, okay, I don't have much of a choice in this one.
What does that mean?
Let's see, I believe I'm dying, and Fetcher's been missing for a week, and I need to get over to Eastern Brazil and pick up his trail.
I don't think that's the best course of action given your current state.
I could be there in a day.
I don't think it's the best course of action for the two of you, given Manaline's current state.
I could go there on my own.
I don't think that's a good course of action for anybody. You've seen Flexor went there alone and now he's gone. I don't think anybody should be going there alone, least of all a teenager.
Well, aren't I technically older than you? I mean,
Cyclone's going to give you a look and like very slowly we have a slide whistle as he raises his eyebrow. He's going to be shifting your labels. Superior down and mundane up.
Both of us?
No, just Tachyon at the moment.
Okay, just wanted to check.
oh, my superior is very low now.
Listen, I know you're concerned, Manaline.
I'm a little more than concerned, really.
And with good reason. But superheroing is how you ended up here.
Technically, it's not knowing about Gwen's retrocognition is how I ended up here.
If it wasn't that, it would be something else. It's a dangerous business first and foremost, and I don't want you to go on another, for lack of a better term, suicidal adventure.
If Fletcher doesn't come back, it'd be suicidal anyway. Does that just stop him dead? So
he's very quiet at that. He kind of looks down.
Yes, I know it's bad, but at this point, I'm damned if I do, and I'm damned if I don't.
It's a good point there.
I'm not sure if I'm provoking him, frankly.
Are you provoking him to do what? That's fair. What are you trying to provoke him to do?
Well, at least see it my way. At least my options do seem very limited. Like I'm damned if I.
Yeah. What do you want him to do?
At least authorize some sort of mission to go off of Fletcher. Because nation priorities have been pushed up a little bit here.
Give me that provoke roll.
That's a 9.
Okay. Do you want to help with that?
Yeah.
How are you helping?
Well, I don't know how I could help. I think I'm just supporting Manaline because I know he would die if nothing was done.
Yeah, Cyclone's going to sigh, and he's going to reach down towards the same cabinet he put the liquor away in. He's going to root around in it. He's going to take out. He's going to like push a button in the back, and you're going to hear a mechanical sliding. And you're going to see the wall behind him like slide to the side. And he walks over to it. I think there's a lot more here to unpack than you understand. And I don't think the two of you should be doing this alone.
I never said to do it alone.
We got a complete team here. We could get some more people to help us.
I'm pretty sure this concerns Gwen as well.
Yes, I suppose so.
And I bet Herald would want to help us as well.
Yes, well, frankly, even the four of you are not going to have any time. Regardless, and he's going to like plop down a map of Brazil, specifically the Amazon, and he's going to like drop it down. And there's a connection of like red dots on it. These are the last check-ins that Flexor gave. He's been following the Amazon River north. To add to this, I don't even know if it's the right path. He has suspicion that the Amazon is the waters of life, but really it's just rumors and folklore that we're going off of. It could be the Amazon as much as it's any other river in the world.
I know it's. I'm not sure how the artist. Are you saying assess the situation to try and figure out what?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Well, I still did criminal mind, just so you know.
I mean, it's the same label, so it doesn't matter.
No,
go ahead. Oh, right, yeah. Go ahead and ask the one question.
Well, it's either what's the best way? What here is useful or valuable to me? So it's on the map, I suppose.
The map itself. The map itself is going to be useful and valuable to you. Besides just being a map of the Amazon, it looks to have all sorts of keynotes made by both Cyclone and others from the League of Heroes, including some transmissions from Flexor.
Using the transmission points, would Manaline be able to pin an approximate location of Flexor or an estimated location? I mean.
Yeah. I mean, what's Marine for?
Double ones, those double ones are starting to be infectious when we need them.
Say that again.
Oh, double ones for that one.
Yeah. Oh wow, I totally had to see where the Amazon is. Okay, we're gonna say that my first thing was right and it is in eastern Brazil.
Okay.
Because that's where the Amazon is.
Right.
All right. Draw red. Flexor is likely somewhere within the red circle.
Right, Manaline just pulls up a he puts his hand on the map, then he just pulls up a holographic map, and he starts doing that criminal thing of working out their approximate location. And he just turns it around. This is probably the best shot of looking for where Flexor is.
Cyclone nods.
But you said there's a lot more at stake than we know. What more to be at stake here? Yeah, we at least tell us what we're dealing with here, because we are.
I don't know. I don't know what you're dealing with, and I don't know what could take down Flexor and make him disappear for over a week. I don't know why he thought the waters of life were here, and I don't know why you think you're going to find anything there, frankly.
Do you even know what's wrong with Manaline and Gwen?
Yes. Yes, I do. And I'm surprised they haven't told you yet.
Well,
Yeah,
They seem to have everything else figured out.
Well, unfortunately, the doctor kind of left the building before she could come tell me.
yeah, not really.
I suppose Gwen
normal
might
for a
want to
doctor.
hear this too.
Yeah.
Let's go find them.
Daya,
Kind of stands up and starts walking. Oh, Gwen is currently located in the greenhouse.
Thank you.
And we're going to cut to the greenhouse. Gwen. Herald, what are you doing?
I guess it'd still be just chatting, or
Okay.
trying to
Yeah,
help
probably
you
that.
better. Yeah.
Okay. Then you hear a knocking on the door, and it slides open. And Cyclone and Manaline and Tachyon are there. Do you do anything?
Let's see, Cyclone and.
Manaline and Tachyon.
Oh, okay. I'll just give them a wave. Let them know where we are.
Yeah. Harold would probably stand up.
All right.
Cyclone walks in and motions to Manaline and Tachyon to follow him.
I just run ahead to Gwen, standing there before even Cyclone is there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Hi.
Well, hello again. Show off.
Cyclone kind of stands in front of the four of you and addresses. I have bad news. It seems your last encounter with Zmei Gorynych has had adverse consequences. Lasting adverse consequences.
Oh, jeez. Okay, dog, give it to me straight. Am I going to be able to walk again? Gwen is like not really taking this seriously.
Yeah, Cyclone doesn't seem to respond to that. He turns towards the window and kind of leans on it and is no longer looking at you. And then he kind of drops his head.
Yeah,
They
Gwen,
said that it would. They said that you'd have more time. They said that we'd be able to figure it out, but the disease progresses rapidly. It seems that with your retrocognition, it had a similar effect to directly swallowing his blood. You're sick, and you're already showing symptoms, which is not a good sign.
Oh, fuck.
So,
Swallowing dragon blood.
Folklore says that the waters of life can cure it. But as I told Manaline and Tachyon, Flexor has been gone after being sent to look for them.
The waters of what?
The waters of life.
okay, really. cycle then. What can we
Oh.
actually do? Like, you have to have something, right? Just, they told us there was nothing to worry about.
They said they would take care of it when I asked them about it, and I thought it would be okay.
But,
League of Heroes isn't known for messing around.
but did you just say Dragonblood? Is
Yes,
it an actual dragon?
did they not tell you about their encounter?
No.
We can do that later.
It never came up. But yeah, we fought a dragon.
Yeah.
What can we do right now? Like, you have to have something. The med bay, a hospital.
I have maps. I have a map of Flexor, and I have contacts in Eastern Europe who might be able to point you towards a more immediate cure. But between the two of those, I don't know if either one of them is going to even bring you any closer. All I have are leads and whispering.
Just so we're not even sure this water life thing exists.
No,
We're hinging this all on some. That we're both hearing how stupid this sounds, right?
Unfortunately,
I
yeah.
just saw a little robot fly. You
Oh,
can't
look,
surprise me. I mean, come on.
I've seen a dragon, and
And
I
I heard
pulled
about
out
a dragon. I haven't seen it.
about the water of life, but do we have the time to just run around looking for it?
no, we don't. When symptoms start showing, you've got several months, maybe more, and that's for adult heroes.
Well, I guess we don't have any time to lose then.
No, we don't.
But how are we all going to be there as fast? I can be there in a day, but what about the rest of them?
Where is there? Have you decided where you're going?
Well, if it's in the Amazons, I would say the Amazons.
Very well.
Get us.
I can have you on a flight there.
Best hedge your bets. If you can get in contact with the Eastern one, we might Eastern contacts.
Yeah. Anything they can tell us would help.
I'll
We need all of
do
that.
what I can. Are you set on Flexor for now,
Now,
or do you want to wait?
We're not going to wait.
No.
Okay.
At the very,
Keep going.
at the very least, we can try and figure out what happened to him.
Cyclone kind of nods. I'll get you on a plane. Be ready.
Right, Manaline heads to his room and starts preparing. He checks his watch and wishes that the calibration to be done faster on his project.
All right. Well, I guess we also all better start packing up. Gwen says to Herald and Tachyon.
What do you even take to the Amazon?
It's hot and wind bug repellent. Oh, I just realised we probably needed it shots.
Oh, that's going to be a problem for Gwen.
What are shots?
Gwen, do we have any sleeping pills? You'll need to take them for a while. It's part of the procedure.
Whispering to Manaline. Maybe if you give me the...
Do I need to?
the needle, I can be fast
Are
with
you
it.
watching? Are you watching closely, Gwen, to give her sleeping pills
No,
and give her shots?
I'm sure
Please,
Gwen knows what shots are.
please, you could hide it in food or something.
Fine, then Manaline will hide it in the food and get Gwen's food so she'd have her shots and she doesn't realise.
Is this like the big team version of BA from the A team not wanting to fly because he's scared of
Exactly.
flights?
Yeah.
You'll find yourself on the plane later, Gwen.
I'm going to plane.
Sure, let's do it. If you wanna, are you watching closely, me? Go ahead.
You want
If
me
fast is okay with that.
Do you want me to roll?
Yeah,
Or
do
how
it.
did it happen?
I can give him the shots really fast. She might not notice it.
I'm just saying, did Gwen actually have anything to say when Herald went like, I'm sure Gwen knows.
Oh boy.
Nice.
I'm getting an opportunity, avoid further entanglement,
Oh my
and
God.
I can use him for some time, I suppose.
Okay.
Okay. I guess
actually
after
did that.
we've packed everything and we're discussing shots again.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of food does Manaline give Gwen? Considering sort of plan.
Maybe I don't know, maybe mashed potato, something mashed like beef mashed potatoes. You hide it in the mash.
So Manaline is cooking dinner at the base.
Yes.
Okay, nice.
That's why we took a meal before before we head out. I heard that the airplane rations are terrible.
Okay. And I guess that's Gwen ends up falling asleep, and that's how she ends up getting her shots. Probably Denise also.
Yep.
Okay. Gwen. You're gonna wake up on the plane, and I'm going to cut to the plane with Gwen waking up, unless somebody wants to do something.
No. All good.
I'm good.
Okay. Gwen, you wake up, and right as you do, one of the screens on the side of the jet kind of rolls down, and Cyclone's there. And he says, "So, I have good news and I have bad news, I guess.
Bad news
Good news.
first.
Well, bad news is you're going to have to make another tough choice.
Okay.
The good news is my contacts in Eastern Europe have their own theories that are honestly more sound than Flexor's wild thinkings, at least I like to think. They claim the waters of life are along the White Nile in Africa.
So a little bit out of the direction we're going, isn't it?
Yes. Hence the tough choice. Do you still want to save Flexor?
I think we need to sort this out. As Frexor always say, why didn't you go to there if you have a better lead? I can hear him yelling at me now.
You're probably not wrong.
Well, I never really met that Flexor guy, so I don't know who it is.
Hey,
Oh jeez.
Actually, can I arrange for one of my if I draw a portal or short on on something? Can I have that arranged to express delivery to near the Amazon?
I don't understand the question out of here.
Actually, I got portal short. I'm gonna draw a portal on something and then ship that to the Amazon express delivery. Then, if I need to, I can create a portal using the portal short, using another piece of portal short to create two portals, and I can probably have enough power, of course.
look, wait.
Well, you probably, even if you could do that, how would you know where in the Amazon to go?
Cyclone, Manaline.
Well, we have we have the approximate location of where we might be. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, yes. We've got two. All right, so either it's Africa or the Amazon, right?
They could both be wrong.
Yeah, but if this water of life thing, it is real. It's been around a long time, so maybe I could ask someone who's possibly been around just as long.
Oh, Herald, you genius! I love it.
Who is it?
Yes, I too would like to know.
And his left eye sort of sparks a bit.
The eye.
Sort of walk around with them all the time.
Wait, you can talk to people that aren't here anymore?
I can talk to the eye, and essentially it's supposed to be Horus? I don't know. So,
Well, come on, Horus. Reveal your secrets.
that's what I'm going to try and do.
Damn, the 21st century is really weird.
No, just Halcyon, really.
Yeah. Herald's already closed his eyes and he's sort of just. In his head, he's just asking the eye if there's anything it might know, relaying everything, and then he's sort of like. So, wait, Cyclone, that's all we know, right?
Pretty much.
Okay, here goes.
Okay.
And
So what does it look like? And why is it Yugi's first transformation?
Great. Of course.
Can we help this in any way because we have two teams?
Wait.
I believe you have one team.
Question: does this count as an unleash? If it's a free roll.
I'm not going to call it for yet. You can reach out to the eye and like talk to.
Because if it does, I get +1 to it. 6.
No, you don't need to roll to just talk to the eye. I don't.
Actually, do you have influence
Okay,
over me? You have
Sorry,
a-
yeah, maybe I made it preemptive. Sorry.
I
So-
was about to ask, do you have influence over me or Manaline? Because that might
Just give
count.
me a second.
Or...
Here's what he's going to ask the eye as he closes it. It's like, okay, you don't always talk to me in words, but images, anything, I could really use all of that right now.
Um,
Pretty bad place, and if you know anything about this water of life, because they could really use that. If it's anywhere, and if you just direct us towards it, I'd really appreciate that. And I need to just solve this, fix this, help them out. Show me or tell me where we can find this thing. You don't have time.
second.
He's trying to tap into like the.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah.
So the eye, as you close it, your vision goes dark, and then you see that minus the old man and the watermarks. And then the camera kind of zooms towards the tree, and you can see like among the roots there's like a tattering scrap of a piece of paper, and on that piece of paper there's like a map of what looks to be something like. Why am I posting all this in the wrong chat? Damn it.
I was looking for it. Where is it?
I hate Discord so much. Ugh.
That's why channels have different names, Bats.
Yeah, but I need to look at it on the side. Ugh. Oh my god. And like people don't even have access to this channel. That's the worst part. It's like completely the wrong one. Ugh.
Oh, that's even worse.
God. Zoom towards the tree. Tree's roots are kind of spread out, and on it is a map of Africa. But it's kind of distorted. It's like, the like really old maps that don't have all the features right. And it looks to be, very old. And there's a river, and there's a lake, and on the lake, it's written Aqua Vita, and it's just flapping in the wind, and then the sun's rays catch it, and it starts to kind of heat up, and the edges start burning to ash and kind of crumbling away, and the ashes scatter in the wind when you open your eyes.
So, would you say Harold got a good enough look at the map to sort of point it out on an actual one?
Yes. And I don't know how good your geography is, but you're pretty sure that. So, like, one, you're pretty sure that it corresponds to. Give me 1 second. It looks somewhat like. It looks, like I said, it looks somewhat like Africa, but the location is in the desert, where there's like obviously no lake. And you're pretty sure it doesn't correspond to an actual real location in our world.
Okay. Yeah, I think the first thing he still does is sort of just come out of that. It's like, do we have a map?
Manaline brings up the holographic map.
Yeah, he's going to try and just sort of what he saw zoom in,
Mm-hmm.
end up on the desert and be like, okay, look, it looked like Africa, but, and he'll try it, just goes off into telling them everything else. It's a desert. I don't know how this water of life could be there, but
Water of life, desert. Is there a racist in Africa? Are there racists in Africa?
There's plenty of oases in the Sahara, yes, but like looking for one out of many might be a difficult endeavor.
So we definitely think it's in Africa then. I need something more to go on here.
My contacts did not say that. This is Cyclone. They very distinctly pointed me towards the White Nile and Lake Victoria.
Huh.
For the love of God, this water will not be in multiple places, and this is giving me a headache.
that's all I want to see.
So, Herald, are we going to Lake Victoria? Is there a desert near Lake Victoria?
You know,
There's a Serengeti. There's Serengeti near Lake Victoria, but no real desert, not that I can see.
I'm talking purely in character because
Yeah, and Cyclone. So take that response from Cyclone.
Knowledge. Gwen doesn't. So
take that from Cyclone, who can also use Google just as well as I, GM Bats can.
Okay.
okay.
Wait, what's Google?
Later.
Another time, Tachyon.
Just because there's water there now doesn't mean it always was like.
Gwen, can you? Not Gwen. I mean, Daya. Can you use the sort of records for desert devastation or droughts in Africa?
Is Gaia with us?
Gaia can be on this ship, sure.
Yeah.
Give me a moment.
Still think that voice is weird. Coming from nowhere.
You don't use
My
the
results have turned up 678 trillion results. Please narrow your
Really?
search.
Damn, very brief. I don't know what to do, and just I don't know if I can do another set of situation with all the information and see if I can put something together about why the hell we didn't everything is in encrypted information. Does everything?
Yeah, go ahead, go for it. Give me that assess roll.
Oh, for the love of God!
Does somebody want to assist with the assess roll, or are we going to be dealing with the consequences of that?
I think
So
I have
what-
criminal mind here.
What are you looking for again?
I think that Manaline was just looking for any kind of additional information, given that they had, what was it, 687 trillion results?
I mean, I guess Herald can try and help. If we're okay with bringing up that one team.
Yeah. How does Herald try and help?
So if Manaline, sort of clear about what they're doing and it's just scrolling through a ton of results, he's gonna try and use the eye to just catch up with that, how fast he's going through them, see if it catches anything even remotely helpful. And if that works,
Sure, fine. Manaline, you've got 2 questions plus 1 from Criminal Mind.
One question. Yeah, one question.
No, you got the bump from Herald.
All right.
yeah,
What
so
hit
that
can
will
I
plus
use-
2 it, by the way.
What hit can I use to narrow down the location?
Location of what?
Oh, the water or life or some cure.
Yeah. So you've got some records dating back to like the Roman Republic of like explorers stretching down into the south of Africa and searching for this water that was said to grant immortality to those who use it. And they only ever reached the like bottom edge of the Sahara Desert. But there have been several claims of various sources that they all found the waters of life in the Sahara.
So, all right. So southern Africa is our best bet right on the edge of the borders. Then.
I want to clarify that again. This does not match the location on your vision.
All right. Well, I don't know. What's the best way in or way past? I don't think.
I'm actually going to allow. I'm going to allow Herald, Herald's eye to give an answer to that one if you want. If you want to ask me it.
Okay. What's the best way in or way past?
Herald.
Yeah.
You get a vision of Gwen. Like your eye, outlines her in like the fairy fire effect.
Okay. That's it.
So Gwen is our best way in or way past.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's what the eye says.
That is slightly disconcerting. Best way in or past what? Like into the fountains, the waters?
Gwen, do you have anything that helps guide you when you're out, guide you or anything like that?
I don't really have guidance powers, but I suppose I could try to like fly around or use my retrocognition to on like I don't think I can use it on an area, but I suppose I could try to like extend my senses once we're there.
Do you have one more question, or am I thinking of something else?
That's it.
Oh, okay, that's it. Okay. Let me provide a bit more detail then. It's not just a picture of Gwen. It's Gwen, and she's reading a map.
Okay. What kind of map? The one he saw earlier, or just the
Yep.
general map?
Yep, it's the same one.
Does this map require somebody who's absolutely terrible at geography?
Don't tell me it's a location that no one can find, so we have to give it to someone who can't even find themselves.
No, that's very clever, but it's not quite what I was thinking.
Gwen gets up suddenly dressed like Jack Sparrow, whips out a compass. No.
Yeah, that compass would come in handy now.
Okay, so
We need to find a map then.
okay, but
Oh, no.
we have a map, right? Manaline has a map.
Yeah, brings up the holographic map, yeah.
Or
But this
was
one
it
is in
different?
Brazil, I thought.
Or do you have a different map?
I think here's a world map, frankly.
That's fair.
Herald,
I-
what map did you see?
And it was a bit distorted. It didn't get clear sight, but it.
It would actually. Oh no, wait. It would be pre-Arthurian. Never mind. Fortunate.
Said aqua vitae, like that's.
I mean, if it's pre-Arthurian, then
Wait, I really just don't have anything in my toolbox to deal with this. I'm pulling
Okay.
everything.
was it
So-
the digital map or a physical map?
No, it was a real map, paper and all of that, and he'll describe it again, and we're like it said aqua vitae I.
Oh, water of life.
Yeah.
It's Latin.
Wait, you know Latin?
Well, yeah, I can read and write it pretty well.
Whoa, you're full of surprises, aren't you?
You might be looking in the wrong place then if it's Latin.
Yeah, wouldn't that be like more like Greece or something?
So Cyclone's gonna latch onto that. What do you mean by looking in the wrong place? Do you have something new for us, Herald?
Like, I can try and draw it out, the map. I got a pretty good look at it. I think that I might remember.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just draw out what I can.
So this is the odd part. You find yourself able to like picture the map in your head, but your drawing skills are far worse than usual. And it comes out looking like a number of scribbles.
How do we fix this?
Wait. Gwen,
Yeah.
you can with recognition. Would you able to read something that's in my head?
I mean, if it's
If
it's something that you've actually seen,
I saw
then
you reading the map. I've seen the map. I shown me the map more or less. It's in my head.
I mean, if you actually did see it, and it's not just a feeling or something like that, then yes, I should be able to
I
see
can
it.
picture it perfectly in here. It's just not translating right out here.
Okay. Well, with your permission, then, and she will reach out with a hand.
He'll nod and sort of just, I'm going to sit down for this.
And I'll use my retrocognition on Herald to try and see this map.
Yeah, so you find yourself in the image I linked above. In the position of the man, and you see the tree, and you see a scrap of paper like trapped in the roots of the tree. What do you do?
Can I grab the piece of paper? Am I like physically there?
Yeah, you are the man. You can walk towards the tree, and the ground is hard and rocky beneath the soles of your feet. And you can reach the piece of paper, and it's got a pretty detailed map of Roman, the borders of the Roman Republic and the surrounding tribes, and it's got like some sparse notes. The more and more south you go, and like the Roman Republic is kind of at the north end, and it's this poorly drawn region of Africa near to the bottom. And you can see the Aqua Vita is somewhere in like an odd geographic place, somewhere in the middle of the Sahara or something. It doesn't look to correspond to anything that you know and you've seen on any maps.
Okay. Then once I come out of that, I will tell the others this, that I don't know what I mean, I've always been pretty good at geography, but I've never seen this.
No, look. Yeah. Harold sort of like, that was weird. No. There's something like, I said, you're our way to it. So
Okay.
Can you, I don't know, dog your gut?
I mean, I guess I can. The Aqua Vitae on the map was somewhere in Africa, right?
Mm-hmm. Or what the map believes to be Africa.
Yeah.
Right. Then I
Okay.
will just mentally position myself on like the point of where Rome is and
Mm-hmm.
in the direction of where the Aqua Vitae is,
Mm-hmm.
and then just say, okay, we need to go there, and like point at the Manaline's digital map. I think that's a good place to start.
Mm-hmm.
How fast you want this to go?
I mean, you're on a plane.
Can you speed up the plane? Can you transfer your super speed to the plane somehow?
Oh dear lord, I hope not.
I might be able to vibrate the plane, but that's about it.
No, that's bad, that's bad.
That's how you die.
Hey, actually, no, we aren't under that much time pressure. But just in case it comes up in the near future in the session, I do have the move A Mind of Your Own. If anybody knows what that is.
No, I don't.
No.
The move A Mind of Their Own says, your powers evolve and mutate. When you are facing an obstacle or threat that your powers would not be able to deal with, you can mark a condition to gain brand new abilities adapted to the situation.
Okay.
I didn't realize you can get into that damn navigation ability.
I suppose I could, considering
Mhm.
we are having some trouble with that. But I guess we can do that when we get to Africa.
Mm-hmm.
Alright then.
You lose these new powers once the danger or obstacle is gone. Also.
So what are you trying to do?
I guess we're first going to go to Africa and then see where we go from there.
Okay, where in Africa are you going? Somewhere in the middle of the desert? Lake Victoria? Elsewhere?
I mean, I would presume like an oasis, like somewhere in Egypt, probably. So.
Sure, we can go
Siwa.
Egypt. Sounds fine.
I figured Herald's Eye is probably going to be more of use over there.
Okay.
And it's also where the Nile is.
So the guys, the pilot leans out. So am I taking you folks to Cairo?
Yes.
sure, let's go to Cairo.
So I'm gonna cut to Cairo unless somebody wants something before then.
Nope. We don't have shops for this area. Oh well.
Don't say
Alright then.
shots. Now
So-
Gwen maybe knows what it is, so don't say shots.
Yeah, mashed potatoes. Anyway, we're in Cairo. I think Manaline can cross-reference everything to do with Rome and Egypt.
Yeah. So what's Manaline doing?
He's been cross-referencing everything to do with Rome and Egypt and Africa, I suppose.
Yeah. What is he trying to find?
He's just trying to narrow down the possible locations, frankly.
Of what?
The Water of Life! He's only got cryptic visions and half-baked maps at the moment.
Yeah. Okay, give me a second. The best you're going to be able to get is to follow the Nile.
Well, Gwen, the guy said you should be able to find it. Any suggestions?
Well, I guess we're just going to follow the Nile and do what the thing says. I am completely confused, but I guess we're headed in the right way.
Okay. I'm going to assume that folks have some means of sustenance, and I'm going to skip over that sort of thing.
Yeah, we're not in Pathfinder.
I hold up Rhiannon's credit card. Wait, no.
I mean, there's no shops along the Nile.
You can't lie.
The Sahara.
No, I don't do that. But yeah, I presume that we have enough access to like fresh water and food and trail
I'm
mix.
sure Manaline's took up some sort of jar or something, the water jar that can pull water from the air or something.
Well, So here's the second problem. The Nile is really long, and I don't want you folks to be gone for like a week. So give me a second to think about this.
Well, if worse comes to worse, we can maybe rent some sort of Lottie navigation.
I just want you all to know I still have 3 conditions left, so
Alright,
that's basically 3 powers.
Manaline can teleport and teleport, and the speed just can run. So we can travel quite distantly here on foot.
Manaline, how far can you teleport? And can you teleport others with you?
Put 1-2 people tops, and reasonable distance, but I can chain teleport. So
okay. Since we're having finding the where this place is, and since we're also like halfway in the session, I think, could I mark a condition to develop like water of life sensing powers? If that's okay. If that's okay.
Give me a second to think about this.
That's fair.
It's always the difficulty of being lucky.
Yeah, I'll give it to you. It's not going to be water of life sensing. Yeah, you know what? Yes, you got it.
Okay. I will go ahead and mark guilty.
It's going to be like the hot and cold. You'll feel warmer as you head towards it.
I hope you don't overheat, Gwen.
I mean, in the desert, it's already pretty hot, yeah.
Because you're hot and you're cold.
Oh, God.
I dragged you along for this, Gwen. I don't know what we would have done. We would have done without you.
Whoever introduced Tachyon to 2000s music, they're getting their rights revoked.
Wasn't me.
Declared Herald.
Who did we declare? Blame Alloy.
Okay.
Alright, so I suppose we'll be teleporting around for a while while the speed still runs.
Okay. Gwen. It's going to be leading you along the Nile. And I'm gonna cut through this. We're gonna say it's like a couple of hours travel for you folks with your between your teleportation and Tachyon super speed. And it's just taking you along the Nile all the way up to the White Nile. And along your path, you see this kind of Sahara. That's the word. And in the Sahara, there's like this one really tall tree standing out like in the middle of nowhere, with like kind of tufts of grass towards it. And there's like mountains of trees behind it, but there's this one tree standing kind of in the middle of nowhere. And it looks somewhat like your vision, Herald.
Whoa, okay. Wait, over there.
Manaline will bring us in walking distance of the tree, doesn't want to teleport right next to the tree in case there's something wrong with it.
I couldn't make that out. Say that again, Manaline.
Manaline teleports closest to the tree, but when walking distance, just in case there's something wrong with it.
Yep, it's a tree. It's a tree, but you notice that it's strangely quiet. There's no insects, there's no birds, there's no animals, there's nothing. There's not even a cloud in the sky, which is, you've left the Sahara, so that's kind of unusual.
Alright. Anything, Gwen?
Freaky. Yeah, am I hot? Am I cold? Am I really?
Yeah, so at this point, it like, the way I picture it is once you saw the tree, it like came to a crescendo, and like, burned you, and then as you kind of start walking towards it, it disappears, and you're basically there, is what it's telling.
We're here.
This is it.
Is this the sort of tree to get water out of?
I don't know what you're talking about, but if you would like, cut it.
Wait, is it the tree? You think?
Could it be underneath the tree?
Can I assess the situation? Or,
Go ahead and roll.
or does someone else want to do it? Or does Gwen want to do it?
I mean,
I've been rolling all of them, so I don't, want to teach.
I don't want to assess. I want to pierce the mask on the tree.
Whoa.
Well, I could roll that one
Yeah.
if you like.
Herald
okay.
was gonna
Yeah,
use
I've been doing too many rolls, so.
I'll roll.
Okay, cool. Go ahead.
Okay, you get one question.
Let's see. What's the tree really planning now?
It wants to eat you.
Oh, certainly. What do you want me to do?
Do you get two questions?
He gets
Oh.
one.
No,
Is there
one.
not?
Out of 7 to 9, it's 1.
Yeah.
The tree wants to eat us.
The tree wants to eat us.
Mm-hmm.
This is why I was cautious about the tree.
With good reason. Give me 1 second. I need to check a document if I find it.
We're being
Annie,
attacked
can
by
you
a-
pass me the team moves list, documents and stuff?
It is in the
Is that
list.
pinned?
It is in the journal area. Yeah.
Oh, are we entering a dangerous foe?
Yeah, I'm looking for the list of team moves.
I mean, the only team move.
Basic moves. It's in the basic moves.
No. We have like a custom list of custom team moves that I want to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I believe it was made public, but I'm not sure.
I can only see the space moves and previously on bid team at the bottom.
Let me look through the drive. Sorry, folks.
It's all right. I mean, we can in the
There we
meantime
go.
just discuss our other plans with this tree.
That wants to eat us.
I mean, my next move was being like, oh, I could just touch the tree and recognize it to figure out like where
Oh.
what it was.
See, this is why I was cautious towards the tree. I just knew there'd be a trap here. I didn't think it would be the tree itself, but there you go.
I
Yeah.
was planning
If
to
it would
use
be
the eye.
underneath the tree, I just run around the tree until the friction takes away the sand.
Nice little twister
Yeah.
Okay. So
or a cyclone.
So what's the game plan here?
Okay, so
Thank you, Annie.
yes, you're serious, Tachyon.
What?
Oh, Tachyon hasn't told the others. Okay, right. You go ahead then.
So yeah. What did I know with my piercing mask then?
The tree wants to eat you.
The tree wants. I don't know what happened these last 51 years with trees and stuff, but is it normal that trees want to eat people?
What?
No, just say no and go with that.
Gwen standing right next to the tree, ready to touch it. What?
Yeah, that's what I get from the tree.
Huh. I mean, does the tree look alive? Because in the picture,
I mean, it's a tree. Trees are alive.
Yeah, but is it a dead tree or a live
Looks
tree?
pretty
Oh,
dead.
it's very much clearly in bloom, kind of in stark contrast to the surroundings.
Okay, interesting. Does the tree look in any way, shape, or form weird or out of the ordinary for this place?
Well, it's a
other
tree in the
than
middle of a
infinity?
desert, yeah.
I mean, it's not in the middle of a desert. It's in the middle of a Sahara, but yeah, it's standing totally alone, out of place, super bright green foliage. and also there's like dew on the leaves, but there's no clouds in the sky. There's no rain of any sort. It looks way healthier than it has any right to.
Dew. What is dew again?
Like droplets of water, or what looks to be water.
Can Manaline, without touching it, just teleport a droplet into like a container and see if you can analyze it?
Sure. Yeah, no problem. You've got a droplet in like a container.
Yeah. Can I analyze it using my glasses or?
Let me think if I need a move. I don't think I do, but
It'll always be free tool. Unless it's
yeah, I think you just get it. It's poison.
Oh, dang, the tree is poisonous.
Okay, that's good to know. Herald, can you see more about this?
Yeah, I can try. Yeah.
We should figure out if there's a part that is not poisonous.
Okay, let's do this then. And once again, he's sort of just calling out to the eye,
Mm-hmm.
and it sparks and
What is Herald looking for?
onto the tree. He is looking to see if it's actually like this water of life is there, and if there's anything that's not poisonous. Because this tree looks strangely healthy. Why is it so healthy here?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Looking to see what's keeping it going.
Give me that unleash roll.
Awful environment. Okay. Go roll unleash, or would this count as a move?
This is a move. Unleash. What move are you thinking of?
Still have out of this world. I'm not sure if it. Nah, he's looking at the tree, so.
Oh, I
it's a straight
don't actually
unleash.
know what out of this world does. Where is that move?
You can check my character sheet, but it's also on the Nomad playbook.
Okay. In general, folks, if I call for a move and you think one fits better, please let me know because I totally don't know all of your moves.
There's a lot of prey books, and you don't know which ones you have.
Yeah.
There's a lot of moves, so it's cool.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and roll out of this world. Definitely, 100%. Yes.
Okay. That's very. This wouldn't count as an unleash, right? It's just straight up move.
No, this is. I don't know what you mean by count as an unleash versus count as a move. Both of the unleash your powers is a particular move.
Okay.
But out of this world is taking
separate.
precedent.
Yeah, out of your world just uses free throughout any conditions attached to it.
Yeah. It's just because the artifact gives me a +1 on unleash stuff, but this is just
Yeah, so you don't get the +1 from your artifact.
straight up. Then there we go.
Bam, 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 turkey and ham. Nice. Come to new and interesting insight about your current problem situation. You're gonna see like a glowing, like through the earth from beneath the tree, like deep underground, a ball of bright light.
Okay.
You can also shift your own label. Standing. Go.
This is all this enough. I'd say freak goes up. This is pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Feels like it's powerful, which means opposite. This is freaky, so I'd say helps feeling a bit more tapped into the weird.
Mm-hmm.
So mundane goes down.
Sounds good.
Yeah. And it's like I don't know about the not poison part, but this tree is alive in the middle of pretty much nowhere, in full bloom. And I think I found out what's keeping it that way.
Is it what I said underneath the tree?
There's a big ball of light, bit somewhere down underneath the tree. Doesn't look like water, but when's anything ever been this straightforward?
Well, we need to move, and we need to start digging.
I could
So,
try and
that's the
run
plan.
around and dig up stuff.
Hmm.
If you want to do that, give me an unleash. Wait.
No, that sounds fine. I was just going to say, hey, if we've prepared for an expedition, anybody have?
I think
You have a shovel.
Yeah. We did the shovel to the speedster, and he did.
It would be able to dig pretty fast, yes.
Can I provoke Tachyon into doing all this?
I don't think you need to provoke. Tachyon,
Yeah.
is there any resistance?
No.
Okay, fair enough. He answered the shovel.
I take the
Tachyon.
shovel and I start digging fast.
Give me an unleash.
Unleash. I think, yeah. No bonuses on unleash. But
You
You don't need them.
no, I don't need it.
Yeah, so start digging.
I just start digging.
Run.
And you hit like a hollow thud eventually. It looks to be like some kind of wooden object, but not like living wood. It looks like somebody took wood and made something out of it, something hollow. What do you do?
I'm gonna sweep away the sand,
Mm-hmm.
or as in move my hand real quick, like that it's
Mm-hmm.
blowing.
Yeah, it's a trapdoor.
Guys, door.
Right,
Nice work.
right. Manaline will get out his thieves' kit for this expedition and check for traps.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no traps. You're good.
Right, he prepares to open the door.
Okay.
Guess everyone's going to peer in.
Did work, Tachyon and Gwen. And
Oh, are you opening the door, Manaline?
he's ready. He's doing it, but he's getting ready to teleport at the slightest moment of danger.
Yeah, you're not gonna be able to lift the door. It's too heavy.
Oh, right. Guys, I need some
Alright.
help.
Stand aside. Cracks knuckles,
Mm-hmm.
My pride's been wounded.
and I'll try and lift the door.
You've got super strength, right, Gwen?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can lift it, no problem. It's like very thick. You can see that it's like probably like a good 4 inches thick at least. And with some effort, you like heave it up, and you see steps. And these steps are again unusual, in that they're made of living wood. They look like roots that have been preened to grow into like a staircase down.
Are these part of the tree upstairs?
Before we head in, yeah. We're sure that's not the mouth, right?
Herald, you've been inside of mouths,
What?
What?
right? The dragon.
Yeah. I've been inside
Sorry, I
the
didn't
tree
want to
before.
remind you of that, but I figured maybe you would be able to recognize it.
Oh, so the dragon wasn't a metaphor for something. It was an actual dragon.
Yes, he was literally almost eaten by a dragon.
Okay, yeah,
Wow.
it does not look like a mouth. It's definitely more tree.
Okay, but can you decide whether you want to go in? Because I don't want to keep holding this thing up the entire time.
Manaline will put a teleportation into like somewhere safe in the sand.
Mm-hmm.
Do I go in?
Okay.
I'm going to do it. That's the best bet we have.
Does anybody have any sort of like dark vision?
Manaline has his glasses.
Great. Manaline,
Yeah.
you can see.
Yeah.
I'm just
Yeah,
narrating this situation then. I suppose everyone brought damn torches, and it's an expedition after all.
Yeah, you also have torches if you want to light them,
We all have cell phones, so they come with flashlights.
or
I-
flashlights on your cell
I
phones. That's
don't-
fine too.
I don't want Tachyon to be like the Flash, that when I run I have lightning coming from me, so...
I mean, I am kind of tempted to just say, well, wings give off light, but I'm also just kind of like, just going with the flow of the adventure. Breaks out like one of those brake lights
Mm-hmm.
because
Nice.
she's been watching too much National Treasure lately.
I love it. Okay. So it looks like a natural wooden cavern. And it is leading you kind of down. And you occasionally like hear drips of something coming from the ceiling. And then in front of you, there's like there's a fork, and there's writing on the wall next to it, and it leads left, and you lose your head, right, and you lose yourself.
So we lose ourselves.
Totally not ominous.
I mean, I feel like I should roll such a situation here. Just that, what's the best way in the past, right?
That's fair. Go ahead. Okay, ask those questions.
Well, I'll start with criminal mind. What's the best way in or past?
I can't answer that question because both of them will lead to your goal if you pass the obstacle. That's the best answer I can give.
You can always tell me. You can. So both ways then.
Do you want to split up, Manaline?
Not really.
Well, in that case, have any of us ever lost our
Actually,
heads?
can I ask what here is the biggest threat?
Yeah. It's still the tree.
So the tree itself.
Mm-hmm.
Does anyone have? Oh, for Pete's sake, does anyone have any suggestions here?
Gwen says yes, and she starts walking down the road, down the hall.
I still had another question. It says situation.
Okay. Okay.
Wait,
Any-
which path is
anyone-
Gwen taking?
How can we best? Don't
If
take
you
that
had
all
some-
right, GM.
If you had some kind of way of like carving a path through the tree, that would do it. That would probably be the quickest way. Otherwise, you're going to have to play the trees game.
I do actually have a way to do that.
Okay.
Manaline will do the forbidden art of teleport ripping.
Oh, where are you teleporting?
It's teleport ripping. It's literally you teleport something. It's basically like this dissecting something.
Oh,
I can
So what do you-
decide that I can dissect the tree, but I don't know if the tree will be happy with this.
yeah. So what does that actually mean? Bisect the tree.
Imagine if I grab something like I teleport part of an object, not the full object.
Yeah. So like a tree is really, really large.
Yeah,
and
but
this tree is larger than most.
Well, are we touching the tunnel?
I'm not sure I'm understanding your question.
I'm using teleport ripping to cut a tunnel towards the water, or what we've assumed the water is.
Oh, I see what you're saying. You're like going to like try and cut a tunnel through the tree towards
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
Go ahead and give me an unleash.
which is a +2 because
Okay.
I don't.
So you managed to cut a path. It's fresh, and it looks to be like leaking droplets down. So it's probably not the safest route, but it may well be safer than what the tree has in mind.
Yeah, Manaline puts a mask on. Everyone put masks and helmets on. Don't let it. Is it poisonous to the touch or poisonous to like get in your mouth?
It's poisonous to the touch.
All right. Manaline will use his change watch to equip to a full hazmat spiral suit.
Do you have a hazmat suit just on hand?
Our hand, he's been preparing for a spaceship.
Okay, that one's fair actually. Yeah, I'll allow it.
Yeah, he's been preparing for a spaceship, so this is more like
So
spacesuit.
does everybody else have spacesuits?
No.
Yes.
You do?
Did you
Gwen
bring
does.
your spacesuit?
I might be spaced out, but
Hey, I no longer have armor, and this spacesuit protects against heat and cold. And in the
Okay,
desert,
fine,
this is
fine.
perfect.
Harold, what's your reason for having some PPE?
I don't think Herald would have.
Okay.
He's
Tachyon?
going to rely on the ice protection.
no. I didn't even
okay.
know we were able to go to space. I mean, I didn't even know we went to the moon.
I'm pretty sure you know we went to the moon.
No, I've traveled back in time from 68, and the moon landing was in 69.
But, I
Damn,
you
Okay,
would
okay
know
then.
by
I
now,
haven't
right?
seen it, but have you heard of it?
Not yet.
Okay.
By the way, we landed on the moon a while back.
I don't think that would come up in casual conversation. So
Not really, no.
It will.
It will now. It has to. I know of a way already.
Oh,
But let's
God.
continue. Let's
What
continue.
Manaline to do is when you put a portal down here and open a portal for Herald want for
So I'm going to say that that's too many portals, and you're going to have to close the one leading out of this cave.
Oh, wait, portal out this table before we open the door.
Yeah, but you like placed a portal outside, remember, as like an escape path.
As a teleport enter, it's literally just teleport there. He has to literally be touching someone for that one.
I'm not sure I'm following you.
Basically, it's a basic point. Hey, teleport. Hey, Manaline, it's safe to teleport here. You can just build a teleport enter. It's not an actual portal. No one can actually go through it. It's just-
Sure, fine. My point is that if you're holding a portal, if you're going to hold a portal open, for these two, you're not going to be able to immediately escape out of the free caves.
Yeah. You're
So
right.
you can either get them in or you can leave a safe path out. That's your choice.
We want to safe path out. Actually, Tachyon, can you just bring? Can you? What if we create a way and we call you? Can you just bring Herald in that super speed so the water, so the poison doesn't touch him?
Hey, I can float.
I can always try.
Well, it's dripping on from the ceiling. I mean, you can try and use your tape as a protective measure, but
I think the ice got me, but
all right, if you think you're safe, but
Okay.
I never thought that his Manaline spacesuit would come in handy so soon.
Okay. So are you heading down the path?
Yep, the path Manaline created.
Yeah. So your PPE is effective, and the acid kind of hits, or sorry, poison hits the PPE, personal protective equipment.
Okay. I was like,
What
what
did
are
you
you
think?
talking about?
Is that not a common acronym?
No.
No one puts PP together.
No, PPE.
Never heard of it.
This is also my first time hearing of it, but the last time you referred to it, it was just as your PP, and I was like, your what now?
All right. Well,
But let's continue.
get educated, you Luddites.
This is a
Your
rat-
PPE
this
is
a
effective,
raccoon suit. This
and
is a
it
raccoon suit.
rolls off of your hazmat suits, and you come down, and you find yourself in like this large cavern. It's a little too dark to light up fully, and you can't quite make out what's going on there. But Harold, you see the like glow? Oh, sorry, wait. Yeah, Harold, you're not here. Sucks to suck. You see a large dark cavern.
Glasses, remember?
Okay. Harold, you see a skeleton. Or sorry, not Harold. Manaline, you see a skeleton.
Does it look like the ropes have been wrapped around the skeleton?
Nope. It's just a skeleton. It's like sitting there in the same exact pose we see up here. The stock photo.
Alright.
It's just sitting like that. What do you do?
There's a skeleton down here, and it's just sitting down there. I'm pretty sure it's not alive.
Oh, please don't say that. Last movie I saw was with something they call zombies. That was ugh.
Oh, don't worry, we won't. We will probably not run into those.
You sure?
I don't know. Water of life. I can get. Well, all right. Well, it's safe around here. Should we get a rope and you can bring him through?
Why do you need a rope?
Oh, it's a long. Oh, so I assumed it was a drop.
No, it's like I thought you cut like a diagonal portal. Is that not
Yeah,
accurate?
I thought I hit into a tavern. That's all.
No. You're like on the ground floor of the cavern. It's just like large and cavernous and open.
Has the poison stopped dripping from the ceiling?
There's no poison dripping here.
All right, do you want to bring Herald in before we forget about him?
I mean, he can try and fly in super fast.
Or hoping Tarrant can bring him in super fast.
Yeah, I think Tachyon would be the better option.
And I don't think you're a good flyer. I just don't want to risk you getting poisoned and we have to somehow try and treat you in the middle of nowhere.
I mean, Herald believes the Eye would protect him, so.
Well, then speed can protect him and the eye can protect him as well.
Well, I don't know if I get a slow motion view if I use my speed.
What do you do with your speed?
If you look at all comics and stories, all super speed, all speeches get a slow motion view when they use their super speed. Do I have that as well, or
what are you trying to do?
I'm trying to run and evade the drops.
Yeah, you'll need to roll Unleash.
I can hop on your back.
Okay, is it temper unstable, which in this case means that the drops are going to hit Herald, or are you going to mark a condition?
Let's see. I'm gonna mark a condition.
Okay.
I'm gonna mark insecure because it was pretty close.
Yeah, it was. So, Herald,
Yeah.
you see glowing from like the middle of the cavern, like the exact middle.
No.
What do you folks do?
Do we have to start digging the den?
What?
Do we have to start digging the den?
No, like it's directly in front of you, but like it's in the middle. Let me draw it. It's two-dimensional.
I thought the glow. I suppose we approach slowly.
Yeah.
I see it. The glowy thing. Doesn't you can't see it? He'll ask others.
All right. I made some fancy schmancy photo editing, super realistic photos for y'all.
Oh, it's almost like a Pokeball.
Yeah, almost.
But yeah, Herald will tell the others he can see the glowy thingy, but he's also going to be like, "Do none of you see it?"
Do we see it?
No. Manaline can, however, see a skeleton.
Where it is?
Yeah, and let me.
All I can see is the skeleton over there.
Can Herald also see the skeleton?
Does Herald have some kind of dark vision?
I figured the eye would be able to.
Sure. Then you can see the skeleton.
Are our torches not working?
They don't stretch that far. You can head closer to it, but you've got like vision over here. Draw another circle.
So I would say Gwen and I don't see because I don't have dark vision.
Okay, so there's freaky skeleton, but none of you really see the big glowy ball.
Pretty sure your eye's showing you that one.
Okay, yeah, I guess.
I'll just walk forward.
Gwen,
Oh,
drag your
Gwen.
token.
When?
Stop. As you step there, and you try to lift your foot up, you find that you can't. And as you look down, you see that it's kind of sinking into the earth.
Quicksand?
What?
It's mud. It's not sand. Quick mud.
Okay, I will just try to pull myself out.
I'll just run out.
How are you trying to? Nobody else is experiencing the quick mud. Just Gwen. Gwen, how are you trying to pull yourself out?
Well, if Herald is like right next to me, I will just extend like an arm to like put on his shoulder and like.
Yeah, Harold's just out of reach.
Okay.
Harold, do you want to come closer?
Is there anything within reach?
I mean, if
You can see a scrap of paper on the ground.
On the mud.
Mm-hmm. It's not sinking.
I will pick it up.
You've immediately noticed two things. First off, it is the map you saw before. Secondly, it seems to be like magnetically pulling you into it.
Okay. I guess I'm getting sucked in.
Okay.
Herald
The
says-
world fades around you.
Oh, okay.
Gwen disappears.
What happens to the map?
The map
What?
kind of hangs in the air from. I wanna finish with Gwen
Sorry.
first, and then I'll tell you what happens with the map
Sure.
choice. So Gwen, the world kind of disappears around you, and then you find yourself in like formation in a Roman legion, with the Roman soldiers standing in front of you shouting orders. Today, we are going to be scouting for the glory of the Roman Republic. We are going to be searching for the mythical Aqua Vita. And you men are the elite soldiers of my company that are going to share in the glory of finding it. Viva Caesar! Or, whoever was the chancellor of the Roman Republic at the time. And the rest all cry, Viva! And he turns, and he begins to march. Are you going to be following them?
I guess I awkwardly kind of like match pace with everybody
Mhm.
around me, kind of like looking around, and kind of going like muttering under my breath, fucking sexist Romans.
So the convoy is going to head out past the edge of Rome. One of the soldiers is going to turn to you. You look different. Did you get a haircut?
Yeah, just recently.
Well, exciting, isn't it? Be on this journey. I've heard tale of the waters of life, and they say it's how the gods became among the. That's how the gods found their place.
Oh, really?
That's what they say, anyway. Priests do.
What more do they say?
Oh well, the same sorts of things they always say. Bring more sacrifices to get a bigger bounty. The Teutons will fall. The same old. That's what they all say.
Yep, that sounds about right for priests.
So what are you going to be doing anything?
Are you asking me this in character?
No, out of character. Are you just marching with the Roman army, or are you going to be doing anything in particular?
Well, I don't really see, like, if I see any map nearby, then I figure
Oh, you got the map in your pocket.
Okay. Well, okay. Then I guess my plan doesn't work, because my next idea was, I'm just gonna touch the map again and get out of here.
Oh, I
But
mean, you
will
can
just-
if you want to touch the map and get out of here, you are fully able to. You've got the map;
Okay.
it's in your pocket, and you can leave at will.
I essentially want to see how this plays out and see if I can find a how the Romans managed to reach the Aquavita if they actually managed to.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to cut back to everyone. The piece of parchment kind of flutters down and lays flatly on top of the mud. But now with Gwen away, Herald, now you find yourself sinking.
I mean, he can fly. He's gonna try and pull himself out with that.
Give me an unleash.
But also, he would have tried to reach for Gwen. So, if the paper,
Uh,
I think he tried to.
I'm gonna say you're not gonna be able to grab Gwen. As soon as she
she's gone.
lets
Yeah.
herself sucked in, she disappears.
But the paper is still there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, free first, drop paper second. If it's not sinking.
Yeah, the paper's not sinking. Go ahead and give me that unleash for freeing yourself.
Okay.
Nice. You managed to pull yourself out of the mud. Tell us what it looks like.
Yeah. So, Herald would have just like gone after her, and the moment he started sinking in, it's just a brief moment of panic before it's like he grits his teeth, and then it's like just full exertion,
Mm-hmm.
and there's this sort of popping sound as he just
Mm-hmm.
half shoots out of the mud. I guess
Mhm.
a bit of it would spray it around,
Mm-hmm.
and then he's going to try and just pick up that paper.
Yeah, you've got the piece of parchment. It is the map you saw. The light on it goes off as you kind of pick it up.
Yeah, he's just quickly turning it around,
When was the
looking it
chosen
over,
one?
turning it.
Yeah, I
around,
mean it's
looking
a
it over.
map.
He just yeah. Okay. Well,
Can I try and cross-reference that my map, see figure out where the hell that map is showing?
he's gonna bring it.
Yeah,
back, like,
so you're going to be able to find something dating back to the Roman Republic, which was an expedition led by I don't know, Gaius Ptolemaeus of the Roman Republic, who led a search for the mystical waters of life, and who claimed to have been successful, but was the only surviving member of the expedition. He, was brought back to Rome. He claimed he was triumphant. He lived to be very old, so some say that he did indeed find it, but he never took anybody else on an expedition to, find the waters again.
Okay then.
Harold's still like turning the map around and flipping it over. He saw
The
it
map.
kind of into it.
Yep.
Took her somewhere, or pulled her in, or
Can I get a feel where the map, as a teleport, and can I get a feel where the map took her? Or is it beyond me?
I'll give it to you. The map integrated with her retrocognition effect. It pulled it itself. It pulled her into it.
This is Gwen's power from the. I think the only thing to do is keep the map safe. I suppose Manaline will be standing exactly where he is, as he hasn't sunk yet in the mud, and he's standing wrong for anything else. So I'm not quite sure what he should be doing here.
okay, keep the map safe then.
Definitely keep the map safe. Gwen will be out when she's done, I suppose.
Let's hope. Or we need to find a way in. But and is the light still there?
No, I mean, like I said, the light of the map went out as soon.
Oh, that glowy light was the map.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Ah. Yeah, it's not glowing anymore. Do we just sit around and wait, or
Are you going to sit down?
no? I'm going to try to figure out what this is.
What is what?
Like the map and Manaline. Is there anything else? Like,
Well, it's using her power. It used her power to pull her in. So, I mean, I don't know if
can
your
get in
item.
or pull her back out.
I don't know, and I'm not sure if I should. I mean, can you? What does your eye tell you? Tell you anything about this map?
All right, what do you have? And Herald's gonna try and extend his powers to see if.
Yeah, go ahead and give me that out of this world move.
Ooh, again. All right, sweet.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good move for this situation.
Yeah.
Okay. New and interesting insight. Gwen,
Yes.
you see Horus come to you. Herald, you can see Gwen on the map. She's like, it seems that she's in like a Roman Legionnaire's camp, around like a fire, and she's looking directly at you. What do the two of you do?
I see Horus, not Herald.
Yes, you see Horus, the god.
Holy shit!
Oh, hey, Gwen, it's me.
Stare in awe.
Herald's like looking around to see if anyone else has noticed.
Can you actually speak to each other, or you just literally can only see each other?
You can speak to each other.
What do you see, Herald?
No, I mean he sees Gwen, but he's also just quickly looking around to see if anybody else has noticed.
Yeah, nobody else sees Gwen.
Is there any changes to the map?
Nope. It's the map. Although you can like see a dot, and that's where, like on the map where Gwen is standing. And it's like slightly south of Rome.
Gwen
GPS.
like
I'm assuming that dot wasn't there before.
Yeah, no, the dot was not there before.
What's the dot? That's new. Harold, what do you see?
I think you just hear him talk to Gwen first.
All right, don't do that first.
Why are you dressed in armor? Okay, scratch that, Gwen.
Yeah,
Can you get back out?
I probably can. Strange Birdman.
Okay. Hey, he just looks down at himself. Would he see himself as?
No, you see yourself as Aman.
Okay. Okay, cool. No, it's me, Herald.
And Gwen has like get there.
Why would I look like a bird?
She kind of let this moment.
Do I look like a bird?
No, you look like Herald.
No, he's asking her in character.
Oh, I see. I'm sorry.
It's cool.
You kind of pretty good bird though. Yeah, Gwen will just like reach for the map that she has then folded open.
Hold on. What's going on here?
I'm not entirely sure, but the army is marching. I had some chats with other soldiers, doing other army soldiery things, you know.
Are they after the water?
Yeah, they are.
I mean, if they find it soon enough, we could stick around and discover where it is.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I mean, is this map moving in real time? It'll be a while if Gwen has to do it at normal time.
I mean, if it doesn't happen in real time, 1-to-1 to the real world, then I guess we can skip forward.
We need a screen transition.
5 years.
We have a
How
traveling
many months
montage.
would it take?
You don't have 5 years.
Oh, I mean, if you're asking me as a GM what the rate is, then my answer as a GM is this was going to be a separate session of you actually finding the waters.
Oh, okay.
But if you're asking if you want to what the rate in character is, it's not like real time. But I do want to point out, and Manaline, you should probably mention, I repeat, that Gaius Ptolemaeus was the only surviving member of the expedition.
Yeah, he mentioned, Gwen, you need to follow the expedition, but you need to be careful because he was the only survivor, so stick close to him, and if it's too dangerous, see if you can figure a way out. If you can't figure a way out, we'll try and do it on our end. You need it as close as possible to the location.
Okay. And we just hear this, right?
No, Gwen, you don't hear anything.
Okay.
Herald, tell her.
Okay, so, you've been glad with someone, Gaius or something. Apparently, his roommate, they did find the whole water thing, but he's the only survivor, so.
Well, that doesn't sound really hopeful, to be honest.
No, if you can come back out anytime, we figure out where it is, and then you just jump back. That ought to work.
Gwen, you've been drafted.
Yay! Drafted into the military.
I have to tell you, DM, I've not been expecting this. I have to tell you that.
Otherwise, look, we've still got the map, and Herald just looks down at it, hoping for a mark or something. Big red X.
Of what?
Of where the water is on the map. Again, it doesn't match any real.
There is a location on the map once again.
But it doesn't match any real
No.
world places we know. Yeah.
Well, what we can do is Gwen can follow it and tell us the landmarks, and I can meet between me and Gaia. We might be able to cross-reference it. Landmark, you know what I mean?
Okay, let's
We
try that.
tell Gwen she's literally our eyes in the ground. Look for landmarks, and we'll try to figure out where it is in the real world. Is it safe to keep the map out of this area to the outside?
I believe they're talking to you, Gwen.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Herald
Sorry. I
relaying
didn't
this.
think that I could hear Manaline, so.
He'll summarize and relay it.
Yep.
Okay, could you please repeat? Manaline. Or Herald.
Okay, it's Manaline saying if you follow along for a bit, he and Gaia could cross-reference based on what you see, or I guess I see as
Landmarks.
well.
Look for landmarks.
Yeah.
Sure, okay. I will start looking for landmarks and
Let's
just
try this.
follow along with the whole army thing.
Yeah, let's try this. I'd rather not have you in there too.
Is it possible to take the map out of this area and when we safe GM to someone outside and get in contact with Gaia?
What is the question?
Is it safe to take the map out of here without endangering Gwen out of this tavern thing?
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, for all intents and purposes, yes.
Okay, well, Manaline will activate his emergency state method and teleport everyone out.
Okay. You get a roar, like all around you, like blasting in your ears. Gwen, of course, you don't hear anything. But you make it out, no problem.
Run, 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 run. The temples are collapsing.
I mean, no. Above the ground, it looks everything's fine. You know.
I'm just assuming
Totally
that the
cool.
tree's angry at us and we need to run.
That's something
Or
I'm
teleport
really
away, I suppose, but still.
running is something I'm really good at.
So where are you running to?
Not here.
I'm going to run towards the hatch upstairs.
You're out.
We're out.
Teleporter from.
Man- Yeah.
Oh.
Get away from tree. We'll contact Cyclone for a pickup.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're out.
So, Herald, did you end your call with Gwen?
Yeah, if he hears the roar, he'll be like, okay, something, just, I'll be back. And he's gonna just sort of, I guess, Horus sort of spoofs.
Yep. So yeah, you folks are out, and you can reach out to Cyclone for a pickup if you would like.
Alright, Cyclone.
What was that?
What? I'm assuming the tree's angry or there's a tree guardian, in which case we really should get moving.
Alright, so,
I mean, the tree apparently did 1D us. And I did tear the tree a new one.
Tree is secretly a big ant.
Yeah, I suppose Manaline can teleport everyone to the distance away. He'll call Cyclone and give him the bad news. We haven't found the water. Good news. Gwen is literally trashing the people who found the water.
Okay. Cyclone kind of says, "I see."
Yeah, it's a new one for me, frankly.
And where are you?
We're in the middle of the Tirana right now. Well, yeah, we can head back to Cairo. We can put us up here.
Okay. Cyclone, says, "Yeah, no problem. I'll have a pickup for you within the day."
I suppose Manaline will set up a tent or something to keep out the heat.
Okay. Let's cut to Gwen. Gwen, so the next day, the soldiers are kind of breaking camp, and the same one who spoke to you earlier looks to you and says, "So, who were you talking with last night?"
I guess one of the other soldiers. Let's call him Romulus.
Interesting. I didn't see anyone. You feeling all right there?
Yeah. I just I just have
oh no.
moments. Do you
Kind of. Mm-hmm.
do you ever feel like Jupiter talks to you?
No, I can't say that I have.
Oh well, that's sad.
Are you looking to break into the priesthood?
I mean, not really, but
Because that's how you get either as a member of the priesthood or thrown into the Colosseum for heresy.
I mean, obviously never that. I'm just here to do a good job and find the Aquavita.
He kind of nods. Ave Caesar.
Ave Caesar.
And they, Gaius Ptolemaeus gets up on his soapbox and he calls out to his men, "Men, formation, today we sail the Mediterranean." And you find yourselves kind of walking towards the Roman coast. where kind of a fleet of ships is waiting for you. And he loads you on, and you're sent below decks, Gwen, to row.
Okay.
Are there going to be any protestations or any issues or anything, or are you keeping a low profile?
I will keep a low profile for as long as I can, I guess.
Okay. Okay.
Because I'm just like, I want to get to the Aquavitae and then get out of here.
That's fair. That's fair. Low profile, and you hear kind of a crash above decks after a while, like a couple of hours of rowing. Do you do anything?
Is it an unusual crash?
Yeah, it sounds pretty unusual.
Is anybody else looking surprised?
Everybody else is kind of surprised, but they're still rowing.
I will abandon my post, I guess. I will say, hey, I left my lunch downstairs. I will be right back.
Your fellow oarsman turns to you. Not if you don't want a whipping, you won't be.
Right, as if I don't believe it.
Okay. He's not going to bother you. He just shrugs and keeps rowing.
And I'll go downstairs to investigate.
Upstairs, you mean?
Upstairs.
Jeez.
Wait, you're not a Gaul. You're Britain. Anyway, yeah, upstairs you see a lot of chaos and people running, and like a really large like gash with splintered and broken wood in the middle of the ship. People seem to not notice you. What do you do?
I will try to find the source of the crash. What was so unusual about it? Is there like magic shit going on here? Or?
Yeah, I mean, it looks like a large mass like fell onto the ship. That's like it's like a roughly semicircular dent. Give me an assess if you're going to look for the source.
Okay. Let's see. Assess, that's superior. That's what I'm good at. What's happening?
Okay, what's the question?
My question is going to be, I guess, what do you think? How could we best end this quickly, actually? Gwen is all for, so.
I believe Enya said it best when she said, "Let me sail, let me sail." The best way to get out is sail away
From something that is the dent is in the.
So this is the side. This is a ship. These are the deck. There's like a mast here. And over here, you've got like a big dent with like splintered wood, like something hit the side of the ship.
Okay, nobody's paying attention to it.
No, everybody's like running around panicking.
Okay, I will. I guess I would start helping and shouting for people to like adjust the sails and sail away.
Do you know how to sail?
Not at all. I can pilot
Nobody's
a
going
spaceship,
to listen
but...
to you at all then. And you do see a whirlpool kind of forming behind the ship.
Oh shit.
It's the Kraken.
What do you do?
At this point, I'm basically hoping that the rest of the crew also gets sucked into the map so that we can fight this together, and then find the Aquavita.
Yeah. So yes, Gwen is Odysseus.
So 10 years later, Gwen comes back to the team with a beard.
Yeah.
More than 10 years.
Would this be a good time to like? I mean,
I imagine
check back
Manaline's
at-
studying the map.
because Herald's checking back in.
That's fair. It makes sense. Yeah, if you folks are at a night at making camp and you're checking in, that makes sense. All right, Gwen, you see Horus next to the whirlpool. What do you do?
I'll grab him.
How do you plan to grab him?
I don't know, jump on him, and be like, "Fuck this, get me out of here."
Horus
You
is
get in
large, and that is probably a bad idea, but I will allow it to happen anyway if you want.
So, am I getting pulled in, or are we pulling?
No, but you can jump at Horus and like try and grab onto him.
I don't know. Honestly, at this point, I have no idea where we're going with this.
Yeah. I mean, if she jumps at him, Herald's gonna try and catch her.
Yeah, I'll just jump at Horus.
Okay.
Try and
I'm
catch
gonna
her.
say you find yourself like jumping like off the ship and hitting the water, and as soon as you do, you fall out of the map.
Okay.
Assuming she lands on him.
I guess.
Gwen,
Hi.
you're okay.
Mostly, yes. I may have spent some time by Romans. Anyway, okay, so there was this weird thing. Herald may have already told you. I was in the map. I was a Roman soldier. We were looking for the Aqua Vita. I didn't spend long enough in there to actually. Did any of you find anything out?
Off me first.
Right. Sorry.
Well, based on that she was on a boat, is there any? Can I use that to figure out what areas the Romans would have mapped off? You know what I mean? Where they knew where to go.
Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah, let's say that you can kind of figure out that based on the like drawings and the way they're, you could probably plot a course of the way they took towards the Aqua Vita.
Yeah. Before the giant monster attack, obviously.
What do you mean before the giant monster?
I'm assuming that's why they got attacked at sea.
Yes.
Never
Italy.
mind.
Oh God. This.
I don't know. I don't know how many ships got lost in that one. So.
I don't think that matters right now.
Am I fairly confident with our good idea where the water is?
Yeah. So let me draw some that are excellent, folks. Oh yeah.
Yes, we spared no expense here on Bid Team.
Africa. Vitae. Rome. We did it, folks. Just call me Toto.
So the V is where the water is.
Yeah.
All right then.
Oh yeah. What a great map.
Yeah, V marks the spot.
Yeah. Exactly. All right.
How far was Brazil?
Brazil.
I want to know how far Fractal was off.
Like halfway across the world from like
Right.
Africa.
You're thinking that these Romans accidentally ended up in Brazil and found the Aqua Vita there.
Honestly, I don't know what to believe. It's like Fractal. It's like the only reason I chose to go here is because I didn't trust the League of Heroes. Deep level. I mean, yeah, the Horus I helped, but like, oh, for Pete's sake, is Fractal like completely wild or is it? I don't know.
I like that. That is now canon.
What is? Fractal is completely wrong.
No. They crossed the Atlantic. That's exactly what happened. I love it.
Okay, but we're in Africa.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, okay, that's fine.
Yeah, I was about to say I would not enjoy that.
Sorry.
Not unless they got swallowed by a portal.
I'm getting a little bit sick of all this time traveling, to be honest.
Pretty much.
Okay, let's.
Right, so
And
we-
when you can time travel, why
we have-
so far? Why not just 51 years?
I mean, does Gwen have to know about it now, or can we can find out on our own? So
Talk later. Let's go where we sort of think it is.
I suppose we're waiting for Pit up at this point.
Yeah, can't
Well-
you just contact him and ask an ETA?
He said about he said like several hours for an ETA. You
Okay,
could
so-
probably go into the map, yes, and find it that way.
And Gwen, can you bring other people along with you?
On what?
Into the map.
Into the time
mean-
travel map thingy.
I guess. I didn't think it was a property of the map, but I can try.
Yeah, it's kind of it's mostly you, I think. It's kind
Okay.
of the map's weird itself, but
Okay, I'll just hold my hand, I guess, and I'll hold my map in the other hand and try to do the whole thing again.
Yeah, so you're back on the ship right before you jumped off, and there's 3 Roman soldiers next to you. Their faces are, your companions.
Okay.
I don't know, am I going to become Hermes now?
am I? Are we also we're all in there?
Yep.
All right then. So we're being attacked by a giant sea monster.
Well, yes. As you say that, the whirlpool kind of stops, and then an explosion of water goes everywhere as a tentacle flies out, and starts smashing towards the deck. What do you do?
Do I have my gear, or am I restricted to what a Roman soldier has, or do I have my teleporting powers?
You've got your gear and your powers, but first, can we enter battle against a dangerous foe?
Yes.
So, who's the team lead?
Drain outranks us by Roman ranked, I suppose.
Wait, am I suddenly a centurion?
Pretty much, you've been in here longer than us.
Okay, sure.
You did bring us in here, so sure, yeah. We'll go
You
to
have
that.
more idea what's going on than we do.
Okay. Does anybody feel ill-prepared or off balance?
I mean, it's a giant sea monster, so
That's fair. That's fair. Does anybody mistrust Gwen?
not really.
I've seen her fight, so no.
Herald?
No, not
Okay.
at all.
Gwen, do you have influence over everyone?
Everyone except Tachyon.
Tachyon, would you like to give influence to Gwen?
Yeah.
Okay, when did that happen?
When did I? Well, I've seen her fight in the first session, character creation session. I would say that showed me I trust her, that she's capable.
Okay. Fair enough. Does everybody have the same purpose? What's your purpose, Gwen?
Get this over with and find the Aquavita.
Survive and get to find out Rita.
Okay, Herald?
Get through whatever the hell is going on here. Find the water back out.
Tachyon?
Same. Find the water.
Okay. Excellent. 5 team for Capitan. All right.
Yeah.
Who is acting first against this tentacle monster?
Does anybody want to get yoked?
Wait, what?
Does Manaline want to get thrown at the monster?
No.
Okay.
Let's just eye beam that tentacle if that's okay.
Okay, go ahead and directly engage.
Alright.
Oh, tell a story.
Pew pew.
Okay, what are you picking?
I'm gonna let's pick one. Let's create an opportunity for my allies.
All right, what does it look like?
So Herald sort of just break apart from the group.
Mhm.
Left eye glowing under the helmet, and he's gonna try and cut. If the tentacle is gripping on, just cut at it in an arc so it loses its grip. Might help
Mhm.
his allies swing in and actually get rid of it.
Okay, that's fair. So the tentacle kind of smashes about, or kind of wraps around the ship and starts to squeeze when Herald, cuts it in twain. What do you folks want to do? Are the tentacles what?
On board of
You're cutting out, Tachyon.
Yeah.
are the tentacles on board of the ship, as in
There's like one wrapped around it, like in a circle. And there are others kind of writhing in the water, out of the water. Like,
it's going to be hard, but I'm gonna try to run on the water to constrict some of the tentacles into each other.
what do you mean by
Well,
constrict them? Each
Tie
other?
them up. Tie them up to each other.
Oh, like you're gonna grab one and like try and use it to wrap it around the others?
Yeah.
Go ahead and directly engage then.
Mm.
Okay.
So hit.
What are you picking?
See, directly engage. Create an opportunity for my allies.
All right.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah. So you're able to tell us what it looks like as you tie them up.
Run on water.
You're breaking up again.
Yeah. You see me running on the water, taking one of the tentacles, running along other ones,
Mm-hmm.
tie a knot in some of the tentacles.
Mm-hmm. So excellent. You managed to do just that. When one of the tentacles kind of grabs a hold of your waist and pulls you down into the water. Herald, you acted. Gwen, Manaline, what do you do?
Let's see. It's tied up. Do I see any of its eyes or anything?
I mean,
you're
it's
just
under
telling
the
me.
water. If you want to like look closely, you can.
Can I throw a couple of flare bombs underwater to try and blind it? I'm not sure how that would work underwater. I'm meant to be amplified a bit.
So what are you trying to do? You're trying to blind it?
Yeah. Or at least stare away, yeah.
Okay, go ahead and directly engage.
Suppose I'm taking its sight.
Yeah, that's fair. What does it look like?
He just drops over the side. He takes a few things out of his pockets, question mark, and then just drops a few round spears into the water, and then they explode in a yellow bright light.
Okay, very nice. Unfortunately, Tachyon, feel the explosions as well. Now, not only are you out of breath, you're out of sight, as you can't see anything.
Damn it.
Gwen, what are you up to?
Okay, so it hasn't like surfaced yet, right?
No, and it looks to be retreating with Tachyon in its grasp.
I want to provoke it to come up above water.
How do you
Like,
want to do that?
If there's like still tentacles on near the ship, I want to like stab it and kind of like shout and like tear into it to
Roll.
provoke it to come up. There we go. That's a 7.
Okay. Yeah, it is going to kind of explode upwards and jump out of the water. You know, like how whales do that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to do just that. And it's going to kind of raise all of its tentacles up, and kind of graze them along the ship, like throwing sailors about, as it kind of jumps over and onto the other side. While it's in the air, Herald, what are you doing?
I didn't realize I muted myself. Is it just flying up in the air?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just okay, free willy leap.
What are you doing?
Yeah, no. If it's that exposed, I guess Herald can try and just see if he can graze it with the I-beam in a weak spot.
What are you trying to do?
Fly up close, eye sparking, and then he's going to send a consistent power.
When you say hit it with an I-beam, what are you trying to do? What is the goal of this action?
Yeah, hit it where it's weak. So
What do you want the end result to be?
Hurt it. Stop it.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. Sorry. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be a directly engage again.
Mm-hmm.
Right. There we go. Whew. Uh-oh.
You fly up and you prep your I-beam. And right as you're about to fire, you feel like something around your waist. And when you look down, you've got a tentacle around you, and we get this like Looney Tunes shot of you being pulled, and then your outline of it stays in the air for a moment before like dropping back down. Gwen, Manaline, what are you two doing?
Screaming.
I feel like I need to teleport in and save Herald again.
Herald and Tachyon, thank you very much.
I don't
and
want
yeah.
to save both of them at the same time.
Well, I mean, they're close enough. Yeah. Maybe I'll be kind of merciful and not give you Sophie choice. Anyway, go ahead and roll.
Alright, I did a +1 because I have influence over Herald, so yay.
Okay. This is Savior. Defend.
Yep, Savior.
That is Superior.
Oh, is that? Oh, bloody hell.
Please reroll.
My savior is 1 less, so it's still.
Yeah, just okay. Whatever. I don't care enough.
I apologize. I didn't realize that they're both.
It's fine. It's fine. What does it look like?
Manaline tools on the dot of. He tools on the dot of travel. He tools on the dot of Mercury to aid him, and he starts. No, not Porterus. I mean, and then to aid him, and he starts teleporting in. He teleports in one of the tentacles and grabs Herald, and like teleports him back to the ship. Then he teleports to Tachyon, and then he does the same, teleporting himself back to the ship as well. And make sure he's torn on the dot of Porterus very loud so that other people can hear.
Go ahead and no, you know what? You don't need to roll. That's fine. You get them out, and the beast falls into the water. And you kind of see a trail of bubbles like going away from the ship. So congratulations, folks.
I'm taking inference over Tachyon.
Okay. Gaius Ptolemaeus kind of gets back to the wheel, and starts directing people, and then he calls out to you for, "Hey, weren't you supposed to be sailing or rowing below decks? Get to it."
Wow, I just told the power of the dogs and they're not in phase.
Hey, he didn't notice. Quiet.
I just ran over water and he didn't even phase.
Good point.
Who is shouting this at us?
Gaius Ptolemaeus, the expedition.
Is the sea monster still there?
No, the
Okay.
Kraken has slinked away.
Okay. I guess I will salute him.
He salutes you back. Ave Caesar.
Ave Caesar.
Ave Caesar.
Do I have my glasses still?
What they said.
Yeah, you've got your gear.
I'm just going to be recording this for the sake of what I don't know what's going to happen, but frankly, this needs to be recorded. Frankly,
That's fair.
the historical value alone.
I guess we'll just play along for now, so that we just can get to the Aquavita.
Pretty much.
Hopefully, it won't take like months or years.
Should one of us go back out to protect the map, or?
Oh, the map is in Gwen's pocket.
Yeah, but I mean the map in the real world.
I'm going to tell you right now that you don't need it. It's in a remote location and it's going to be fine.
Okay, just want to make sure this feels like a Pathfinder question to ask. That's all.
No, I like it'll be fine.
Okay.
I have a plan for the real world. Don't you worry.
We've been abducted by aliens.
Okay, let's roll, and we can.
Not built for manual labor.
What was the? Say that again.
Just a comment. I'm not built for manual labor before I grow and go to work.
So you do manage to sail to the shores of Africa without issue, or Brazil, as the case may be. But it looks kind of deserty, so probably the Sahara. And they decide to break camp for the night. And Gaius Ptolemaeus gives his usual speech, but at the end of it, he kind of deviates. He deviates off the usual path. And I would like to honor 4 brave soldiers blessed by Mars himself. And he points to the 4 of you. Without their leadership and work, we would never have been able to stave off that beast. And the hundreds of you who fell would instead have been all of us. So pray for the fallen and pray for our heroes who have been blessed by the god of war. Ave Caesar, Ave Mars, Ave, and then he looks to you and expresses his hand for your name.
Manaline will come up with a Roman sounding name.
Manalinius.
There we go.
I mean, Gwen already has one, Victoria.
Let's do Gwen last. Who's next?
Flavius.
Flavius, Manalinius. Biggest Dickus?
I already made that joke, Annie.
Fanus Cuttis.
Yeah, and it's like I mean, yeah, Regulus, of course.
Regulus. Guys, Ptolemaeus nods. Sup with me tonight, friend. Oh, and Victoria, and he raises his eyebrow, but doesn't comment on it more. Tonight, sup with me, friends. And he kind of motions you over closer to his, big leader tent.
Right. Only speak when you really need to.
So Gaius isn't going to, say anything a bit more than that. And you are free to interact amongst yourselves or Gaius, or we can cut to the next day if you would like.
Oh, I'm not sure if Gaius is going to grow us about a sudden being blessed by the dogs.
Nope. That's it. Just an acknowledgement. Thanks for the memories, folks.
I feel like they don't treat the dogs with enough respect in this.
Okay.
Okay. Great. Do you folks want a triumphant celebration at all? Hint, hint, wink,
Yep.
wink, nudge, nudge.
Yes, we do.
Well, we've gotten this far after all this traveling. We're close now, right?
I hope so.
Wait, if it has taken months in here, has our disease also progressed accordingly?
No.
Okay.
And it also hasn't taken months. It doesn't take months to sail across the Mediterranean.
I would hope not. But well, for my triumphant celebration, I need to ask them if they think I'm cool. So I guess I will ask Tachyon if sit down next to Tachyon with some wine or mead or whatever and pork, and just kind of go like, "Do you think this is cool? Do you think what we did was cool with the beast that we're finding this thing? Do you think I'm cool?"
Well, what I've seen, because I was mostly on the water, yeah. But I already know you're cool. I've seen you swing that sword of yours.
Yeah. I've had some training. Anyway, if according to my triumphant celebration, if they say yes, I'm cool, I give them influence and I take influence over them. If they say no, I gotta spurn them or mark a condition. Sounds like Tachyon is saying I'm cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Since they're a teammate, we also add a team to the.
Yay.
I also already had influence over Tachyon, so I guess it's label shifting. So let me think. He's been fast, more than just physically, and been an active part. So I'm gonna say I want to shift up his freak and shift down his mundane.
Okay.
Very nice.
Okay.
Is
That's
it
it.
anybody else celebrating?
Yep. Herald.
Yeah.
So, I believe that's the second time I had to rescue you from a giant monster. No mouth yet. Well, I'm assuming there was going to be a mouth eventually. So, I'm pretty sure that was a nice tool rescue.
Yeah. That's the second time you've saved me, so thanks.
Alright, we did influence over each other, so you get to shift my labels, and I believe you have influence over Manaline, right?
I think he does. Hold on.
Oh, you get to shift my labels, and I get to shift yours.
Whoa, really?
I have influence over you, so yes.
Okay. Alright, yeah. So let's move your savior up. You saved him twice already. And your, I guess it'd be mundane down with everything you've been pulling off. Yeah.
Alright, mundane is down. Has that happened? I'm gonna say, I'm gonna move your danger up because you did it pretty well, and I'm gonna what to move down? I'm gonna move your superior down.
Okay.
Also, add a team to the pool.
It's like
I believe that there's 2 teams generated from that bat.
let's not make a habit of this though.
Oh, you know what they say, third time's a charm.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Hopefully there isn't one, I mean. Can't have you always saving me.
Something like them around, so...
Bats, please.
Yeah, I believe Gwen added a team as well, Bat, so that's 17.
Oh no, that was Annie, I think.
Yeah, Annie. Yeah, Gwen's a drink like me, so we both got the same.
That sounds so delicious.
It's like a beacon thing. And like they swear.
So Annie, how many minutes?
Are you serious about this?
Yeah.
Beacon ice cream, yes.
As many bananas you want.
Okay, so to recap, we're now all together. We're in Africa. We've had the whole travel thing, and we're at the place.
Think so. has been a weird session.
A little bit, yeah.
Have we learned how to sail a ship in our time in the Roman army?
I did a lot of time traveling in my life.
All right. We're all done.
Have you learned how to sail a ship during our time in the Roman army, or we just mostly below deck rowing?
I think we've done below deck. All I know is Herald doesn't want to row ever.
Look at the bright side. It's great cardio workout.
Everybody now is ripped.
Yeah.
So we're going to come back, and everybody's going to be like, Herald, your muscles seem to have grown. You don't need magic eyes to see that.
Bobby was always a good-looking guy with a scar on his eyebrow still, but a good-looking guy.
Does someone still have triumphant celebrations to happen?
I think we're good. I don't see
Okay.
any reason
I
for
don't have
Herald to
my-
trigger.
And I don't have those moves here, so I don't really know what they are for me.
What
do you
flavor
mean?
are you?
Innocent.
Innocent.
Wait, hold on. I have it. Yeah, team moves, right?
Yeah, team move.
There you go. Hold on. That's the innocence one, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that applies. People know Snapshot.
Yes, we know him very well.
Yeah. Oh. You know, guys, I actually never really ran over water. It was kind of cool, right?
I suppose so.
I wonder if my future me is able to do that.
I'm sure he can probably do that. Were you doing it towards Manaline or someone else? I apologize. I didn't mean to interrupt.
Well, run with it.
I think you're fine, Manaline.
Sorry, I didn't mean to steal it. That's all.
That's cool.
But I hope it helped, because I was pulled down, but still.
Well, you did tie it up, so.
Yeah, I saw it in the cartoon once.
Yeah. I'm not sure if that's quite the right question, but I do believe that your future self should have done it.
Okay.
Mark potential and the DM shifts your labels.
Yep.
Oh, mark potential at least. And shift along.
Savior down, danger up.
Something's not right now. Save you down and
Danger up.
danger up.
Yeah.
Why do I have 4 now? I have a sum of 4. Something's not right.
What's the issue?
That I have
One of the labels is off.
labels too high.
Just bring one of them down. It's fine. Don't think too hard about it. Okay. So the next day, Gaius Ptolemaeus has you gathering up has your troops all gathered up, and he comes to you and he says, "I have promoted you each to the rank of legionnaire or centurion or whichever one is higher in the Roman army, because I don't know. But I have promoted you. You shall be each leading your own squadron, as I believe each of you can hold your own. Now begins the most dangerous part of our journey as we venture into the uncharted territories along the African unclaimed, uncharted desert. The waters we seek should be directly south. So all we have to do is maintain a course straight for it, and we will find them. Is that understood?
Yes.
Oh, yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Very good. As usual, I shall be leading, and I trust you know the signals if we are split up. And without waiting for an answer, he turns south and begins walking.
Brent, any chance of it out of here just for a quick moment? He wants to do some quick research on how to be a legionnaire.
We've had some weeks already for that, probably.
Have you learned the
Yeah.
signals in that time, Batman?
No, I don't think you've ever needed to use smoke signals because you were on a ship.
I mean, can we use, like, is this a situation or unleashing powers roll?
Yeah, I would allow that.
Anything like that.
Otherwise, I'm just going to provoke my team to do stuff the entire time, which is also okay with me.
That would be an interesting way to do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm totally fine with you assessing the situation in the appropriate signals or whatever. We can do that when it comes to it, if it comes to it.
I just wanted to make sure we had the hand signals down. It'd be awkward if we suddenly had the hand signals out and then we didn't know them.
So the first day passes just fine, as is the second, as is the third, and the fourth, the fifth, the sixth, the seventh, and before you know it, a week's gone by. You're trekking through Sahara when you hear rumors that you're never going to find it, that Ptolemaeus has no idea what he's doing, that people are tired, hungry, sore, that we're running low on supplies, water. You know, you only packed enough water to go one way. You were supposed to refill with waters of life.
Are we in the same Sahara that we were in when we found the tree?
Say that again.
Is it the same part of the Sahara when we were looking for that tree?
No.
Okay.
You're in like a different part of the Sahara because that wasn't in the Sahara. That was in the savannah.
Okay, so I'm getting my sands confused.
Savannah isn't sand.
I don't.
Savannah is like grassland.
See that that's how confused I am. So basically, we're low on supplies and we need to find this thing. Can Manaline secretly let out some drones in order to get a bird's eye view and see if we can get a better idea of the situation?
Yeah, that's fair. Go ahead. Assess.
I can't push up any further by acting selflessly. So unless someone wants to help me, I have criminal mind to rely on. No one.
Yeah, sure. We can get that up.
How do you want to help, Gwen?
I guess fly up and see.
Yeah, I'll fly up and take a look around.
Geoflight?
As long as I have a magic weapon, and I don't know if Dreadful Slash counts as magic, but I'm not entirely sure.
It'll do. It'll do. Yeah. Sure. You got a question?
And also,
What are you looking for?
Manaline, was it? Right?
Mm-hmm. What are you looking for in particular?
Well, the water of life, we're assuming it makes things really healthy. Something a particular area that's too healthy, if you know what I mean. What here can I use to find an area that's too healthy? Does that work? Or...
I'll give it to you. There's an oasis out in the middle of the desert. Probably what you're looking for. Criminal Mind.
All right. Criminal Mind. What here is actually? Should I ask what here is useful or valuable to me, or what's the best way in or way past? What do you think? I'm leaning towards what's the best way in or way past past, because then we'd avoid any potential dangers in between us and Oasis. Yeah, team? DM?
Oh, you're asking me that. I thought you were asking your players.
Players, well, if they're not chiming in, you know.
Okay. What's the best way in or past? Is that what you're asking me?
Yeah, as opposed to the Oasis.
Okay. So on the Oasis, and there are 4 statues, one looking in each of the 4 cardinal directions: north, east, south, and west. And they're shaped in various shapes. One is shaped like a scorpion, one is shaped like a lion, one is shaped like a human, and one is shaped like a gorilla. And I'll give this to you. Each one of them has their own challenge. The gorillas is going to be a challenge of strength. The scorpions is going to be a challenge of stealth. The lions is going to be a challenge of courage, and the humans will be a challenge of cunning.
Can you write that down?
Yeah.
Thank you, DM.
Mm-hmm.
We gotta get moving. We only have 40 minutes to live.
You've got more than 40 minutes.
I know, but
You're
that's
like-
a session, so.
Oh, I see. 40 IRL minutes. Yes, this is true.
I better go and find the leader of this expedition then.
Yeah, so guys, Ptolemais is there. Marching
How
forward.
far away is the Oasis?
Maybe a few more days of travel, not too long. 2 days, say.
Perhaps a bit faster for a group that can teleport on really fast.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we don't have to find it here. I mean, actually, do we have to find it here? I mean, we can probably get out of the map, then Horace use his eye to figure out where we are. Then we can just teleport and bugger off. Or we can find it here, so it's possible that the waters no longer exist in real life.
Entirely
Unprotected.
possible.
Should we follow?
You definitely know the waters exist here. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
All right. So when that's saying the waters possibly no longer exists. All right.
Right now, let's do this.
I'm the train trim that I had a vision in the direction of our races. Standing with 4 challenges, like the gorilla of strength and leadership, the scorpion.
Oh, sorry. There's one. You get to pick which one.
Yeah, I'm just saying. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
He's listing off the challenges to the leader, and then he says,
Okay.
"Well, we can only challenge one of them."
Gaia says, "Ha! With your help and the help of the gods behind us, we could do all 4 of them." And he like gets in front of his men, and he starts giving this speech. Together, we will face down the enemies at the gates. We will find the waters of life, and we will return to Rome victorious. And there's like he's greeted with utter silence. The men are like pretty demoralized. They've got like dead, glassy-eyed stare as they stare at him. And there's like this one cough, and that's it. He shrugs and kind of turns around and marching.
Well,
Hey, can I stand up next to
Mhm.
this guy's dude and kind of like try to remoralize people
You mean
by
upstage Gaius? Yeah, please do.
yes. I want to basically start
Gwen.
saying, hey, y'all don't really care about doing this for Rome, right? Y'all just want to get some food in your bellies, get some sleep, and get home to your families. That's what we're going to do right after we do this.
Uh,
Paul.
Because I'm basically trying to stand up for something because we just want to have our normal lives. Just want to have a peaceful, good life with food, with people we love, and not just
do it.
starve in the desert.
Do it.
Let's see.
Here, here.
Let's see here. Does anyone want to help me? Because that's a 6.
Herald did go here, here. So, sort of putting that on. Would that count?
Is that good enough to push up to a 70?
Oh, did you say something I didn't hear?
Yeah, it's like, while Gwen went to the last fight and get back, and it's like Herald actually just shouted out, here, here.
Yeah, you know what? There's like utter silence along the crowd, and then you shout it out, and everybody in the crowd starts going, here, here! And like the chants start just going across the crowd as your speech really gets to them, Gwen. Very nice.
Okay. In that case, I guess I'm going to choose listeners can't attack you without losing status position. Because I don't want Gaius to like suddenly backstab me after all this.
Is he one of the guys that backstab Caesar?
Oh, that's an interesting choice. I'm gonna say right now that if you don't pick, they can't keep doing what they're doing. You're not gonna remoralize them.
Then I will pick that one.
Okay. Gaius kind of frowns, but doesn't say anything.
Ah. See, it all went well.
I will turn towards Gaius with kind of like a smile and like gesture. Let us go, Centurion.
He
My
nods
Centurion.
and like forces a smile. Ave Caesar.
Ave Caesar.
And he begins to march. And true to Manaline's word, within a day you can see the oasis, and several hours into the next day, you can see the large stone statues. It is a gorilla, kind of looking at you, standing on 4 feet. Tachyon, pick the direction of approach.
For one of those challenges, you mean?
Yep.
Well, since I am a speedster and I know cat beings are fast, I would say the lion.
The lion. Test of courage. All right. Gaius nods to you, and he points his expedition, and they kind of make an arc and head to the west. And they start approaching the from the west, and before you see a lion. And as you approach, does anybody want to do anything before the lion addresses you?
Worry, assess the situation.
I'll allow it. Go ahead.
Criminal mind. What's the best way? I mean, should I say what's the best way in or past the line? If you're probably doing the challenge.
Herald could probably push that up to 7.
How so?
Well, it is called Three's Company, and if I help a teammate with a basic move that my artifact provides a bonus to, in which then this gets assessed the situation, I can use team to give them a +2 instead of a +1.
Okay, how are you going to do that?
So, Manaline, what are you looking for?
You're trying to figure out what the challenge will be, and then try or try and or preempt it, like find a way, a bit increasing that odds basically.
Yeah, let's see what the eye can learn then. I'll just
Oh,
let
I
it go.
Horus, show me what you see.
And whatever
Okay, so
Herald
what's
can
the
figure
question?
out, he'll relay it to Manaline.
What's the question?
How can we best end this trickery?
Give me a second. Don't back down. That's what I'm going to say.
So just don't back down.
Don't back down.
What here is useful or valuable? Actually, I'm torn between how can I best infuriate or promote, or how can I best infuriate or promote them, the other legionnaires to not back down, or
Fight for them. Don't make them fight. That's going to be the best way to keep their morale up. Set a positive example.
all right, I can work with that.
Okay. So with that, the lion kind of shakes its mane and roars, and Gaius Ptolemaeus and all the other legionnaires stop in their track. As the lion kind of lifts its head up and steps forward. This is like a very large lion. So if you are that tall, here is the lion.
It's a very big. It's a very. I'm assuming it's gonna be a very big line.
Yes, as soon as I learn how to draw here. Profession. Lion. Yes, this is what a lion looks like, folks.
Perfect.
Lion.
In my experience, a lion looks a little bit different, but okay.
Yeah, it's a lion. What do you know?
That's a
This
lion.
is what lions look like in 800 BC or in 0 BC.
This is
Are
a
you sure that's not a
genuine-
dinosaur?
Not like I never studied animal care in real life or something, but okay.
No, it's a giant stone lion that has since come to life and become a real lion. And it roars. What do you do?
I'm going to provoke the legionnaires into making a shield wall and not break.
Okay. Go ahead and roll. All right. What does it look like?
Manaline teleports around. Shield wall!
The front centurions raise their shields in formation into a phalanx, and Gaius Ptolemaeus cowers behind it. There is space for you four. What do you do?
We're standing behind them. Don't break!
There's you're in front of them right now.
I'm gonna
The
stay
shield wall is like
in
right here.
front of them.
But they are making
Oh.
space for you four if you would like to retreat into it.
I'm gonna stay in
No,
front.
we're retreating. We're retreating like walking backwards. We're not turning our backs. Do not turn your backs to the lion.
I'm just gonna stay in front and just walk courageously because that's the.
Yep.
Yeah, courageously. Run slowly.
I'm not slow.
Not you. I'm talking to legionnaires.
Okay, so
Okay.
we're letting Tachyon approach the lion because it's
Mhm.
a test of courage.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would feel like that's the challenge.
Mhm. What do you do?
I just walk on. I just keep on going.
You're just gonna walk towards it.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all you're doing.
Not showing any weakness, not showing any fear.
It's going to step on you.
I
I'm
attempt
going to
to.
step aside.
Go ahead and unleash for me.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, you managed to step to the side. It's going to roar. Gwen, what are you doing?
Okay. So the rest of us have retreated, was it?
The soldiers have formed a phalanx. I believe that Manaline said he retreated into it. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah. He
Okay.
He did it.
I-
He did it by walking backwards, not to show his,
Yep.
his back.
Tachyon walked forwards and chose to not get stepped on.
In that case, I will. I was actually kind of hoping that we were already behind the line. So I will, I guess, retreat with Manaline, and I will
Okay.
retreat a bit further, like backwards, and like somebody who's kind of jogging backwards, as if lining up for a sprint. And then I will run forward and leap up, put a foot on the shields, and jump off of it at the stone lion.
What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to engage it and
Go ahead and
punch it.
roll. Directly engage.
Wow,
Okay.
that's
Yeah, I don't
Can
think
you-
we can help you with that. Sorry.
Can you do me a favor and take a powerful blow, Gwen, as the lion catches you in its jaws?
Yep, I can. And that's 10.
Ouch.
Okay. I'm gonna say that you pass out.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, the lion kind of bites on you and throws you aside.
Can I teleport to catch your body?
I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
Can anyone catch her or no?
No. Gwen is out in the. She's out of the fight.
I know she's out in the fight. I just want her. Don't want her to hit her head and suffer some touching or something.
She already took a powerful blow.
I know.
Story wise, she's fine, folks.
Okay.
Well, as fine as one gets after.
Oh,
taking
that's
a
not good
powerful
for
blow.
morale. So.
No, it is not. You can see the soldiers around you start murmuring and shaking their heads.
Let's keep this morale up then. Because Herald didn't retreat, he's still approaching, and can I keep going? So, unless
Okay.
okay. He's gonna keep approaching, and he sort of just shouts out
Okay.
loud or anything, and he'll float up and call out to the lion, and I'm using signature move, so
Okay, what are you trying to do?
it's directly engaged in a way, but what Herald's actually doing is he'll shout out, "You dare challenge the might of Rome?"
Excellent. Roll.
Hold on. Then face Romulus and Remus.
Do it.
Two wolves materialize as Herald sort of fades, and then just eye beams shoot out from them.
I love it.
So
I love it. Roll.
that is a directly engage, and even if I don't do anything, it'll at least help out. And this is a new scene. So
Yes,
every time we touch.
do it.
Nearly there.
Did it miss or?
That's a miss. You do have one team, but I would. Are you going to help or no?
It's an impress, surprise, or frighten, regardless of a success. or a fail.
I'm not quite sure how Manaline's power can help here.
That's fair. I'm gonna say that Tachyon is not helping because it has to dodge and weave. So, Amon, the
Yeah?
beast faces the might of Romulus and Remus. It catches you in its jaws, and it shakes its head. You're out.
Is it impress, surprise, or frightened?
The soldiers are.
What? But it's for the foe. Okay, sure. He goes down.
Yeah.
Alright.
The beast kind of steps forward, but the shield wall holds. Tachyon, what are you doing?
I see two of my companions being bit, right?
What was that? Yeah, you see that.
I'm going. I think Gwen is closest.
Gwen is not in the fight. Gwen is gone. She was tossed to the side.
Yeah, but she's lying closest to me, right?
No, she's like behind. The line is between you and Gwen.
Oh,
Like toss her behind it.
because I wanted to check on her. But
Yep.
I'm going to run around the lion to create a sandstorm around it.
Mm-hmm. That sounds like a directly engage.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll.
It's a 6.
The lion steps on you, and the sandstorm stops. And then there was one. Manaline, what are you doing?
Men, charge forth! I will distract the beast!
Okay. They do.
Can I use? Are you watching closely since I am trying to distract him, distract it or whatever it is? When you mislead, distract or
Yeah, that's fair.
They're +1 to it's one of the statues, I believe.
What do you mean by statue?
It's a hit anyway, but the 4 statues of for my sister's situation or don't back down.
Yep.
He's gonna get an opportunity. He's gonna infuse it for some time, and he's gonna expose the weakness. He's gonna teleport around it like buzz and fly. I'm assuming.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the lion roars, but is focused entirely on you, not the soldiers. And they seem to be, keeping their morale up and doing what they can. It's at this point that Gaius Ptolemaeus steps out. And he calls out to the lion, "Face me!" And the lion roars, and it reaches down to, grab him. What are you going to do, Manaline?
If it looks like he's about to be eaten, he's gonna.
Yeah, it looks like he's about to be.
Well, he's about to be eaten. He's gonna teleport away, and then teleport him onto the bat. So maybe he can. I don't know. Maybe he can attack it. I'm assuming he's challenging it to combat.
Yeah, go ahead and give me that unleash.
Is it unleash or savior?
Yeah, I can see the savior. Go ahead and give me savior.
+1 then, or?
Do you have influence over guys?
No.
Then no. All right.
Can I take influence over Gaius?
Yeah, you can take influence over Gaius. Gaius flashes a smile at you and takes out his gladius and starts chipping away at the lion from the back. Face the might of Mars, cowardly lion. And the lion's kind of trapped between the two of you. And eventually, I think it decides to step forward and kind of crush as many Roman soldiers underfoot as it can. What are you going to do, Manaline? It doesn't look like you can save everyone here.
Actually, can I attempt to teleport at least partially one of its legs, the ones it's trying to put, so at least its leg crumbles down as it tries to do.
I'll allow it. Go ahead and unleash.
So they're +1 to it's one of the statues.
Yeah. Okay. I have a narrative consequence of this. Good news. The leg does indeed fail to step on everyone. So you saved everyone. Good job. Bad news. The lion is unstable. And it's going to fall on you. And you black out too.
Oh, damn it.
And then you awake. All 4 of you awaken. You're on the shores of a small oasis. The Roman soldiers are not around you, neither is Gaius. And there are 4 statues, the backs of which you can see. What do you do?
Right. So we made it to the oasis.
You never back down.
Yep.
Well, I feel much better now.
Oh, and yes, Manaline, you feel healthy and alive. To give the same speech I gave the others.
Yeah. Then you get crushed by a lion. I feel great.
All right. So, yep. I suppose we go and test. Manaline will take a sample of the water first to analyze it.
This is indeed the mystical waters of life.
All right. This appears to be it. Gwen, bottoms up. My stand is.
I guess.
My stand is show no toxin, so.
Yeah, I mean now you have dysentery, but it's okay. That one is survivable.
I feel like Manaline to do something about that, but.
No, I'm kidding. Yeah, so the two of you especially, but all four of you can drink your fill from the water of life. I mean, in this day and age, it is, Annie. And then it starts shaking, the oasis. And you can kind of see it sinking, and the sands above you kind of start pouring into the oasis. What do you do?
Manaline's going to take another sample for future, and then he's I don't know, teleport everyone out of there.
No, Gwen, map.
Get a bucket.
Let's go.
Quickly, splash it on my face and everything. Honestly, at this moment, I'm like, shit. Why did I have to lose my water bending?
Manaline.
Yeah, that's why I checked.
Manaline will force it down your throat and see if you can get another one quick where you use teleporting.
We have the map. Let's go.
All right, everyone. Manaline's got a sample. Everyone to the map. Gwen, take us out here. Engage.
Back to that place?
I mean, is the map? Will the map take us out? I mean, are we still in the map, or are we? I don't.
No, we're not in that place. Just use the map. Let's get out.
Okay, I'm using the map.
So before you head out, you kind of see your bodies kind of rise up, and the oasis sink into the ground, and sand cover it up until it's non-existent effectively. And then you wake up, or rather, the screen goes dark. And we cut to the map, and there's someone from like a human with like pilot's gear, and there's a helicopter, and he's like on the phone. Yeah, I mean this is the coordinates you gave us. There's nobody here. There's just like a scrap of parchment, and he lifts it up, and as he does, all four of you kind of plop out of the bottom into a heap. Oh, never mind. The target has been located.
Well, we had a tent, so, but yeah.
And then he kind of looks at the map and looks at you. I guess this is yours?
Yeah. Is the map empty now?
Yeah, so there's no Terra Vita on the map anymore. The other still there. Including like a kraken, and there's like a statue of a lion in its place.
Alright.
Some of you guys maybe please get off of me.
Gentlemen and ladies, I believe it's time to head home. Oh, wait, the flexor! Alright, Manaline gets on the line to Cyclone.
Yeah, so Cyclone picks up. What's up?
We briefly metaphorically found the waters through Gwen's visions. I mean Gwen's abilities. So I think we're cured. I feel healthier than ever.
That's honestly a much better result than I was even hoping for.
Obviously, I mean, I know he's not in this part of the world, but there has been no sign of threat, sir. So, do you want us to head straight back, or?
That was to be expected. The League will organize an expedition for him. But I am impressed. I thought at best we would just locate them. I didn't expect you to be that successful.
Well, we
Good
did
job.
and we did and we didn't. We didn't find the actual waters. We find a memory waters which did the same thing. It'll be in my report later, or when we talk debriefing or whatever.
Understood. Still, good job to you and Gwen, and I'm glad you're not going to die.
Yeah, I literally did
glad.
not have done it without Gwen or Herald, and Tachyon helped as well.
Oh, thanks.
I mean, we literally I could not have literally done it without Gwen's the retro cognition and Herald's eye, literally.
It did sound like you didn't mean it.
Thank you, everybody.
Yep. It's like that.
So- I'm going to open the floor to you folks for any scenes you want before post-credit scenes, be they triumphant celebrations, comfort and supports, or anything, what have you.
Well, I'm not sure if I showed any vulnerability or weakness there, really. So, damn it, I'm too strong.
I think at this moment, Gwen just wants to go back to the base and to the garden and just sit there for a while and just
Totally fair.
enjoy the
That
smells.
sounds wonderful.
Manaline will. He's gonna send a text message to his mum that he's saying, "Yeah, I didn't die today. Yeah, I was in critical, but then I didn't die. So hope you're doing well. Say hello to my cousin for me." And when that happened, after he sends that text, he gets a notification on his watch saying calibration complete.
Okay.
Yeah, I have nobody I can call, so or anything like that.
Yeah.
Okay. It sounds like we're ready for post-credit scenes then.
Yeah.
All right, yeah.
Okay. So there's one which is Cyclone, and he leans back, and he's got like the big team photo that Alice drew. Oh, except Manaline isn't on that one. That's unfortunate. But he's got like he's got a current and updated photo, and he like just gently touches Gwen and Manaline and like runs 2 fingers over their faces, and then he puts it like closes his wallet, puts it back, and he pours himself a drink and downs this one happily. And then we are going to cut to the League of Heroes base, where Godspeed is sitting in front of like a number of communications, and he's pouring through them, as well as a map of the Amazon. And he's got the location, the same location where I showed you folks, kind of highlighted in red. And he starts typing. We cut to like a mission briefing. And he starts typing in, like typing on his keyboard. And as we zoom out, we get a shot of Operation Flexor, pre-Flexor. So that's that. Let's do end of session moves. Darcy, take it away.
I think I grew into my own image of myself. Because even though the session kind of like started with Gwen at a low point and then being like vulnerable towards Herald, she ended up kind of fulfilling the exact role she was experiencing doubt for that she expressed towards Herald. So and took charge there at the end. So I'm feeling that I'm going to shift mundane down and danger up.
Very nice. Herald.
Always a tough one, this thing. Could I have a moment to go think this over? 2 choices. I'm just trying to settle down on one.
Well, beeping all of a sudden.
Yeah. Ow. Okay, cool.
So what's the conclusion here?
Alright, let's pick. I like the part where I think Herald's also growing into his own image, especially with the eye and everything.
Okay.
This is the most they've managed, like, the best they've managed to work together so far.
Okay.
And I'm sort of feeling pretty confident about it. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to bump Superior up.
Mhm.
And with the connection and all, I think Freak goes down. Yeah.
Okay. Manaline.
Manaline's gonna draw closer to the team, specifically Gwen, because they just survived death itself. They cheated Tartarus.
That's fair.
Gwen, shift my labels.
Okay, let me think. It feels like this would be Savior up, Mundane down.
Sorry, Saviour's at 3. And Mundane's at
Okay.
-2, so frankly, nothing happens then.
Okay.
Okay. Tachyon.
I would say I've grown to my own image of myself because I did more saving things and not turn into a snapshot. So I'm going to put Superior up and Danger down.
Sounds great. All right. Then I believe the last thing is Stars and Wishes. Annie, you may stop recording.